high school sports broadcasts on Sports Radio 96.7 and 790 WPIC are sponsored by Bill McCandless Ford, located in Mercer and Meadville. The Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, but the service that makes them better. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs since 1973. Meadville Medical Center, your independent community health system. Shell Restoration, the area's leading installer for roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. St. Paul's in Greenville, and the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley Senior Living Communities. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, banking but better. Attorney Bill Motor, excellence, experience, and integrity. UPMC Health System, changing healthcare, changing lives. Mercer County State Bank, community-minded since 1911. Mancino's Driving School, where safe driving starts. Vay's Pub and Grill, make it special, make it Vay's. The Sharon American Legion Post 299. Strong advocates for veterans and their families. Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. Hermitage Rotary Club, offering hope for those struggling with prescription opioids. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. DK Auto LLC in Grove City, specializing in Southern vehicles up to $15,000. The Laundry Man, helping you spend time doing what you love, not laundry. Reed and Daly Associates, providing accounting and income tax services for over 30 years. Minuteman Press in Hermitage, specializing in digital print, design, and promotional services. Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, offering exterior upgrades online at pennohiorc.com. Sharon Community Health Center, providing compassionate and affordable health care. 21st Century Energy Group, the area's leader in fuel delivery. Please thank these outstanding sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts throughout the season on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7.
Now it's time to go to the field with our countdown to kickoff show with our game announcers,
Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg.
And we are live here this evening in Stoneboro tonight, where the Lakeview Sailors will host the Mercer Mustangs in the renewal of one of Mercer County's great rivalries. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here, along with Chris Burtch. We have Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game tonight on Sports Radio 96.7. Chris, Lakeview, Mercer, always fun when these two get together.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Obviously not in a region together this cycle, but still a great, kind of geographic rivalry. Two surging programs. Lakeview obviously young. Mercer brings a lot of talent back, but every time these two teams get together, it's always a great football game.
Mercer 1-0, coming off a big win last Saturday night over Franklin, 33-7. Lakeview, the home opener tonight, Hall of Fame night as well. Lakeview dropped a 39-0 verdict last week at Northwestern. So the Sailors looking to get on the right foot here at home. Mercer looking to get to 2-0. Earlier, Chris Burtch had a chance to visit with the respective head coaches, and he had a chance to talk with head coach Jeff Lockard. We'll get the pulse of the Mustangs. We'll send it over to Chris and talk with the veteran head coach of the Mercer Mustangs.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7, and I'm joined by Mercer head coach Jeff Lockard, and a terrific first game against a 4A opponent, the Franklin Knights, last week. You just have to feel really good about what a complete game your kids played.
Oh, yeah, we really felt good on Sunday morning when we watched the film also. We made some mistakes, don't get me wrong,
sure,
and did some things like that. But you know what? We come out and really just was really aggressive, and that kind of, in a way, kind of shocked me in some sense because I didn't know what this team was going to be like, and so we lived up to it. And we played a complete game. We did a lot of positive things, and we did some negatives too that we had to clean up this week. And so hopefully we cleaned them up enough to go tonight against a Lakeview team. And this game's always one of them rivalry games that you have to account for, because at any given time either team can do something. You throw the records out, throw them out when you come to these kind of games. So so if we compete like we competed last week, and we stay positive and we do the right things, I think we'll be okay.
You have to love the kind of two-headed monster of Parker Pushkar and Alex Letheris, two good backs that's back from last year, but maybe playing obviously a little bit bigger roles this year. Both had really nice nights last night.
Yeah, you know what? It's always fun as a coach to see the progression from sophomore to junior to senior.
Right.
You know, and I think that's what's keeping a lot of us guys around in the coaching world. I mean, it really is to see these guys mature and do what they do and things like that. And I think we got two qualities backs there. I think that you have to pay attention to either one of them because either one of them can hurt you at either time. So they put on a nice display. They did some things that I kind of expected them to do, but I hadn't seen it yet, if that makes sense, you know. So that was cool, and so it worked out well for us.
I just kind of a little bit of a kind of off the exact subject, but I thought the run that Ryder Chiappini went on last year in basketball, I was thinking that whole time, like, you watch, he's going to come back with a whole new swagger in his senior year in football. And maybe I was right as he's followed that up with a great game in week 1.
Well, I think you're exactly right, Chris. And, you know, here's the thing about Ryder, and I said this to you guys last year, you know, when we talked about Ryder, is he's a competitor. Yeah. He competes. It doesn't matter what sport he's in. You know, what he did in basketball was phenomenal. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just a phenomenal thing. And I give all the credit to him because he is just such a competitor in everything that he does, you know. And here at Mercer, we expect our quarterbacks. We expect a lot out of our quarterbacks. I've said that several times, you know, and he just has embraced that. Every year that he's been here, he's embraced more and more, and you could see that. And I expect a lot of good things out of him this year. Even though we're still early yet, but I still see a lot of good things coming for him.
What concerns you about Lakeview?
You know what concerned me about Lakeview is they're young, they're hungry, they're looking for that first win, you know, and they have athletes. Yeah. You know what I mean? They have some athletes out there, and we're going to have to control that end of it. And we're going to have to play an A game again to beat them. And so them are some of the worries with it. You know, I've been in them positions, and when you're in them positions, you know, that hunger gets building more and more, and you're just looking for something. And when you find it, guess what? It could be the opposing team could have a long night.
You just hope it's not on the night you play them.
Exactly. I'm hoping that, you know, maybe it's next week or something down the road. It's not us.
Coach, great catching up to you. Certainly best wishes tonight, and good luck as the season goes along.
Thank you so much. Good seeing you,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Take care.
Great seeing you. Yep. Those are the thoughts of Mercer head coach Jeff Lockhart as he gets his Mustangs ready for this non-region rivalry against Lakeview. Pre-game continues on Sports Radio 96.7.
Is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Need an exterior upgrade? Roofing, siding, decks, and all of your exterior needs are expertly handled by Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group. Trust Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group to provide a customized solution that meets your specific needs and preferences. They are an A+ rated BBB company and offer Uniflex silicone roof coating systems. With a 5-star rating, their commitment to quality is unmatched. Visit Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding today at pennohiorc.com.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York. An equal opportunity insurer.
Need top-notch cardiology care? Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants, part of Meadville Medical Center, is here for you. Serving Mercer County and Ohio, our expert providers offer dedicated heart health services at 2999 Innovation Way in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, and 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. For appointments, call 724-983-1800 for Hermitage or 330-269-1916 for Hubbard. More info at nmchs.org. Choose Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area's leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7, and I'm joined by Lakeview head coach Blake Reddick. And, Coach, tough Erie County opponent last week, Northwestern. I know you're pretty optimistic about your young guys with camp this year. Just a couple of your thoughts about camp and then week one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we told our guys, immediately after the game, everything's going to be a learning experience. We're going to learn a lot every week. That's what we're going to do because we're young, we're inexperienced. But, yeah, hats off to that Northwestern team. I think, like we were just talking, they're going to be a very good football team. And they already are a pretty good football team. But as the year goes on, as they're running the spread stuff, so a lot of that's just timing, So as the year goes on, that's going to be a very, very hard team to compete against.
Yeah, obviously you look at your team, your rosters, the starters, your skill position guys. About 90% of your production has gone to graduation. But still certainly a pretty good game out of your quarterback Owen Reynolds and a couple of the young guys playing in the backfield for you. Were there a few bright spots from last week?
Yeah, for sure. Even our guys that are older haven't played at the positions that they're playing right now. Yeah. So it's going to get better as the year goes on. It can't not get better. And at the same time, obviously we have a couple guys out. So as those guys come in and we can get some of our guys back to their normal positions, things will get better too. But yeah, we had a good week of practice this week. Last night's practice was probably one of our better practices this year. So I'm excited for tonight.
Speaking of tonight, obviously a Mercer team that returns a terrific quarterback, a couple of backs that had a big week last week. Yeah. What are some of your specific concerns about the Mustangs?
Yeah, they look tough. They're big, they're bulky, they're going to run hard, and they have not a ton of speed, but a little bit of sneaky speed whenever they get out into the field. So yeah, they're tough. They're rumble and stumble and get the job done, and we got to stop them. Yeah,
a couple of keys tonight for your team to have some success.
We just got to be more physical. We got to do our job. Do what we're supposed to do, and the rest really takes care of itself.
Right. Coach, always great catching up with you. I know that it's tough sometimes with a young team, but it's also the improvement that you see and all of that kind of stuff that's going to happen for you this year. So certainly good luck with that, and best wishes tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, everything that my main thing with coaching is watching these kids grow up, and that's what we're doing this year. We're watching these kids grow up, get better every day, and it's wonderful to be a coach.
Right. Great to see you.
Yep.
Good luck. Those were the thoughts of Lakeview head coach Blake Reddick as he gets his Sailors ready for this non-region but rivalry game against the Mercer Mustangs. Pre-game continues on Sports Radio 96.7. 96.7.
Shell Restoration, may I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press?
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word AUTO to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut, Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area's leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
And we are back here at Lakeview High School. Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch with you. We have Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. And Chris, the Mercer Mustangs, last year, you look at the record, 2-8, but a few plays here, a few plays there. This team could have been 5-5 or 6-4. They didn't necessarily carry a lot of what you might think momentum into this year, but a team that was a lot better than that record indicated last year. And I think last week against Franklin, a 4A Franklin team, Mustangs showed they are going to be a team to keep an eye on here in Class 2A.
Yeah, and here's the thing: when you have a season like the one they had last year, where you go 2-8, which nobody wants to go 2-8. But you're that close. It really comes down to getting a little bit more competitive, getting more physical, spending a little bit more time with the receivers running routes, a little more time in the weight room. And, this Mercer team, they know they're close based on the performances from last year, but they also know that that learning how to win mystery sometimes is what's out there in front of them, and they being as close as they are, and then having that great start last week against 4A Franklin, this team, I think, could be poised to have a really good season.
Mustangs, as we said, winning last week 33-7 at home over the Franklin Knights. Parker Pushkar, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then Alex Latheris, the other halfback, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ryder Chiappini, third year as a starting quarterback. He had a rushing touchdown as well. Yeah. This is a classic Delaware Wing T team. They have 4 backs that can beat you. 4 backs that can beat you, and a line that is certainly against the majority of their opponents. They're going to be bigger than them, and they're going to be able to get some push at the line of scrimmage. And again, these kids just needed to learn how to compete, and I think they have. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about Lakeview, and we'll have the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups on Sports Radio 96.7.
To hit the road with confidence? Mancino's Driving School is your go-to destination for top-notch driving education. Whether you're a teen or an adult, Mancino's experienced instructors ensure you're equipped with essential skills and safety tips. Offering flexible schedules and personalized lessons, Mancino's Driving School make learning to drive convenient and effective. Visit our website at mancinosdrivingschool.com to enroll today and begin your journey toward becoming a safe, independent driver.
Come on out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
When the finest cuts of meat combined with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub & Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub & Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area's leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
We're back here at Lakeview High School. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. We talked about the Mercer Mustangs in our previous segment. We turn our attention to Lakeview, and obviously the key word with the Sailors is youth. This is a young team. The roster size is significantly larger than last year, which is always a good sign. But the experience level is way down, and that's something you can only you can't rush that.
No, you can't rush that. And perhaps the good news for Coach Reddick is he does have experience at all of the skill position. It's just not experience at those particular positions. Owen Reynolds, obviously, he was a big part of that team last year, but he didn't play quarterback. So he's, kind of being, learning how to play quarterback here in his senior year. Ethan Johnson, Julian Zockrell, these were guys that, again, they played other positions a year ago or other roles. And, again, I think as the year goes on, they're going to get more and more comfortable and more productive.
It is time now for tonight's starting lineups, and the starting lineups are being brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group. The 21st Century Energy Group is the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs, and don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com. First for the Lakeview Sailors, Lakeview will be on offense tonight as Mercer has won the toss and has elected to defer until the second half. Lakeview will be led by senior quarterback Owen Reynolds, 5'6", 145. The fullback Ethan Johnson, 6'2", 185, a junior. The tailback Julian Zockrell, 5'9", 135, a senior. The receivers are Carson Matheson, 6 feet 190, a junior, and Gregory Liege, 6'3", 170, a senior. Tight end is Wyatt Maxwell, 5'11", 230, a junior. Offensive line, it is a young group, 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores. The tackles are both sophomores. On the left side is Jacob Barczyk, 5'10", 215. At left guard, Jackson Vincent, a freshman, 5'9", 245. The center, Weston Gallarno, 5'8", 230, a freshman. Trevor Shearer at right guard, 5'11", 255, a freshman. And at right tackles, Colton Hiles, 5'11", 325, a sophomore. The Mercer defense, as we switch over to that, it is a 3-4 alignment. The Mustangs going back to the odd front this year. The ends are Derek King, 6'2", 215, a senior, and Bryce Fury, a senior, 6'2", 210. Brennan Davis, a freshman, is the nose tackle, 5'11", 275. The linebackers on the outside, Alex Lethair, 6'1", 190, a senior, and Parker Pushkar, 6 feet 190, a senior. On the inside, Kyle Suri, 5'9", 230, a senior, and Preston Michael, 6'3", 210, a junior. The corners, Braden Fry, 5'10", 170, a senior, and Tyler Glaister, 5'11", 165, a senior. Strong safety, Noah Miller-Fry, 5'8", 170, a junior. Ryder Chiappini, the free safety, 6'3", 210 pounds. The Mercer offense, Chiappini's the quarterback, Michael the fullback. The halfbacks are Pushkar and Letharis. Braden Fry is the split end. Suri is the tight end. King at left tackle. C.J. Hartman at left guard. 5'11", 230, a senior. Bryce Fury is the center. Parker Barish at right guard. 6'1", 210, a junior. Jackson Lohr, 6'2", 260, a junior, is the right tackle, rounding out the front five for Mercer. The Lakeview defense, a 4-4 alignment. The ends are Vincent and Maxwell. Hiles and Nicholas Wells are the tackles. Wells, 6 feet 300, a junior. Liege and Matheson, the outside backers. Johnson and Shear on the inside. Drew Gallarno at one cornerback spot, 5'10", 135, a junior. Zockrell is the other corner. Owen Reynolds is the free safety. We will take a brief timeout and come back with the kickoff. It's Mercer and Lakeview coming up next on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Live.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaily.com.
Looking for compassionate, affordable health care? Sharon Community Health Center provides high-quality medical services to all, regardless of insurance coverage or financial status. Sharon Community Health Center's experienced professionals offer comprehensive care, from routine checkups to specialized treatment. Sharon Community Health Center is committed to removing barriers and making healthcare accessible for everyone in our community. Call 724-347-5529 or visit SharonCHC.org to learn more and schedule your appointment today.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Captains meeting at midfield. Mercer winning the toss and has elected to defer its option until the second half, so it will be Lakeview receiving tonight. Lakeview at home, black tops, black pants, white numbers and letters, white trim, black helmets for the Sailors. Have a little bit of red trim out there. Mercer, white jerseys, navy numbers and letters, navy pants with the baby blue trim, and they've gone back to the 90s throwback helmet, the Carolina blue with the navy blue Mustang logo on either side. Best helmet in Mercer County.
Love it. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, no doubt about it. Both teams looks like they got some uniform upgrades from a year ago or updates from a year ago, and yeah, both looking really sharp. The all black of Lakeview, except for the white numbers, always looks cool to me. And yeah, Mercer, you got to love those helmets. They are awesome.
Jaden Amos will kick off for Mercer. Multi-sport standout, doing the kicking and punting for the Mustangs this year. Went 3 of 4 on extra points last week. Did not get to attempt the 5th one because the lights went out.
I wonder if Coach Vanasco, the basketball coach at Mercer, has had a little chat with him about, hey, don't try to do anything heroic here, just kick.
He has it teed up at the 40, 2 men deep for Lakeview, back at the 20, kick angle to the near side, hits the 30, and it will be fielded by Zackrell, and then he steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line. He tried to stay in bounds because the ball stayed in bounds, and then his toe hit the line. The official right there, and Lakeview will begin at the 21-yard line, so officially a 0-yard return.
That's the second week in a row we've seen a kickoff like that where, you think, oh, he's going to let it go out of bounds, but then it took a little bit of a funny hop the last time it hit the turf, and it kind of came back and it put the receiver in a bad situation. And, probably a mistake, but still, he had to do what he had to do to make sure Mercer wasn't down there pouncing on the loose ball.
So it will be Lakeview moving right to left here in the first quarter, and the give will go to the first man or the second man through, and that is Zackrell. And he'll get the ball across the 25 out to the 26-yard line on his second touch of the night. It'll be 2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Sailors.
Yeah, you can see that kind of coming out with a little bit of rhythm there. I like that. Off tackle, you can see this. I just have a feeling that this Lakeview offense is going to get more and more productive here as this year goes along.
Lakeview moving from right to left. Matheson wide left as a flanker. The backs are in the eye behind quarterback Owen Reynolds. 5-man front for Mercer, and this time it is given to the fullback. And Ethan Johnson will get a yard or two, runs into Derek King, the defensive end, along with Bryce Fury, the end from the other side. So Johnson, who was the leading rusher last week for Lakeview, picking up 49 yards on 10 carries. He gets 1 there, and it's going to be 3rd and a short 4 upcoming.
Yeah, that was you needed him to pick up maybe 2 or 3 more there to set up 3rd and short. So, yeah, tough spot on third down here for this Lakeview offense.
3rd and 4 for the Sailors. Just underway here at Lakeview. It is Hall of Fame night. 2 receivers to the right. Reynolds throws it to Matheson in the right slot. He is hit and dropped immediately as coming through to drop him the cornerback, Braden Fry. It'll be a short loss on the play, and Lakeview will presumably go 3 and out to begin tonight's game.
Yeah, just a little bubble screen out there, hoping that he could break one tackle and get a first down, but Braden Fry was having none of that out there on the corner. Great open field tackle to deny him the yard to gain.
4th down, the punt team will come out, and Austin Toth, the punter, will stand back at about his own 12-yard line. Fry and Letheris deep for Mercer. 2 minutes gone by. Excuse me, that is Liege to punt. Liege kick angle far side. It hits the 45 and goes out of bounds. And Mercer will have excellent field position to begin tonight's game, or to begin its first drive of the night.
Yeah, it almost looked like the old like NFL quarterback quick punt there, trying to maybe catch Mercer off guard, but he didn't get all of his foot into it. Kind of went off the side of his foot, and yeah, Mercer's going to set up in Lakeview territory.
Punt out of bounds at the 40, a 15-yard punt. Mercer puts it in play. 9:44 to go, first quarter. Mustangs in that wing T offense. Letheris wing left. Pushkar wing right next to the tight end Surrey. And the handoff will come around left end on a buck sweep for Parker Pushkar. Cutting back to his right. Pushkar down to the 33. Owen Reynolds, the free safety, up to make the tackle. But Pushkar coming off that big outing last week, 158 yards. A healthy gain on his first carry of the night.
One of the things I appreciate about that Delaware wing T is you can see all of the blocking responsibilities. And that time, just all of the Mercer offensive linemen kind of got into their guy, did their job, and made Pushkar's job easy.
2nd and 3 at the 33. Receiver to the right this time. And they'll hand it on a counter around the left side again for Pushkar. Pushkar to the 25, and it'll be brought down there at the 24-yard line. Drew Gilarno, cornerback, making the tackle, but Mercer picks up the initial first down of the night, a 9-yard pickup for Parker Pushkar.
A little scissors play, reverse direction, and the Lakeview defense being very aggressive. You had about 7 or 8 Lakeview defenders running full speed the wrong way after that second handoff. So a nice little play on second down to pick up a first down for the Mustangs.
Glacier wide left, 2 backs behind Chiappini for the first time tonight. The fullback Michael and the left halfback Letheris. Letheris gets the handoff on a power sweep over the right side, and he will be stuffed immediately. Maxwell finished him off. The initial hit by Ethan Johnson, the inside linebacker, ranging over. Pickup of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that was a great play by Ethan Johnson. He sloughed off 2 blockers and then was right there at the point of attack. And the Lakeview defense needed that because Mercer just kind of has been methodically moving down the field.
2nd down and 9 upcoming as Mercer goes left to right on its first drive of the night, going away from the scoreboard here. And Chiappini on the option will keep it, and he is going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Loss on the play as coming through Jackson Vincent to help lead that defensive charge.
Yeah, I mean, Chiappini made a read there, and he thought the backer went with the running back, but yeah, he didn't account for Jackson Vincent getting right through the line of scrimmage. It didn't matter what read he made.
Now 3rd and 11 for Mercer. Probable 2-down situation. Unbalanced line to the left. Pushkar in motion from right to left. He'll get the handoff around the left side. Pushkar is going to be upended as he crosses the 20. Owen Reynolds, the safety, up to make the tackle. Gain of 7. It will be 4th and 4. And the Mercer Mustangs have entered the McCandless Red Zone. McCandless Ford, your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle needs in Mercer and Meadville. But 4th and a long 4, almost 5 for Mercer.
Yeah, big play here. Certainly Mercer would love to keep this going. Lakeview, if they can get off the field here, that would be huge.
Chiappini now under center. Rolling right, Chiappini throwing it downfield, caught by Pushkar at the 10. He has the first down. Reynolds and Zach will bring him down at the 9, but Parker Pushkar out into the flat, makes the catch, and it's 1st and goal for Mercer.
Yeah, that was a really well-designed play. You see Tyler Glaister, the receiver, went all the way to the end zone, ran an out route, and that meant 2 black shirts had to be back there. And, then just a nice little screen that was perfectly set up. Good pass by Chiappini to Pushkar, and they get the first down.
Fry deploys wide left, Surrey tight to the right, double wing set, Preston Michael, the junior fullback, the single man behind Chiappini. First and goal from just inside the 10. Chiappini on the midline option will keep it, go up the middle to the 5 and be brought down at about the 2-yard line. That time the triple option working a lot better for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no doubt. Good read that time by Chiappini, and then he just kind of picked his way into the linebacking core and picks up a nice chunk.
There is a Lakeview man down. That is Wyatt Maxwell, two-way starter, tight end and defensive end.
Yeah.
He is seated. He was grabbing at the back of his leg, and he will be tended to here with 6:18 to go first quarter. Mercer on the move. Mustangs will have second and goal at the 3 when we come back. No score here in Stoneboro. You're listening to high school football on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Hello? May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Mercer was second and goal at the 3-yard line. 8th play of the drive. It started at the Lakeview 40 after the short punt. Double wing set, Pushkar in motion from wing right. The give is to Preston Michael, the fullback, and he will be spun down, and he's in. Touchdown. Second effort. He gets the ball across the goal line. Preston Michael slams in from 3 yards out, his first touchdown of the season, and Mercer has a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Michael took a shot right at the at the end zone line, and somehow able to keep the feet driving and got in, spun around, went backwards, and just rumbling and stumbling like Coach Reddick said that those backs for Mercer does, and got in there.
Amos to attempt the extra point. Miller Fry is the holder. Snap is good from Derek King. Hold is down, and Amos boots it through to add the conversion. 7-0 Mercer on top. 6 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Staying informed, knowing the dangers of using counterfeit prescription pills can help those you care about and keep our community safe. Do your part. Take the first step today. Visit GetSmartAboutDrugs.com to access education, prevention, and treatment resources. Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are deadly. Be their protector. Be informed.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health, Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
When the finest cuts of meat combined with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
7-0 Mercer with the lead. 6:05 to go in quarter number 1. Jaden Amos has it teed up at the 40-yard line to our left. Lakeview with 2 men deep back near the 20. Zackrell and Marsh, and this time it's going to be Remington Marsh fielding it at his own 17. Marsh far hash mark to the 30, upfield to the 35, and Remington Marsh, a nice run back close to the 40-yard line before he is brought down by the Mercer coverage unit. It was Parker Barish on the tackle, but Remington Marsh, a nice run back out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, really nice run there by Remington Marsh, much needed. Right, Lakeview got that, kind of a shanked punt, giving Mercer great field position. And Mercer roared right down the field and scored. So they needed something here to get a little bit of momentum, and that was it.
Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch on the call.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 39.
Also being streamed on the NFHS network.
Sailors in the eye. It's a toss. It goes back to Zackrell around the left side, and he'll pick his way forward for a couple of yards. Not a whole lot of room for Zackrell, who gets out to the 41-yard line. Preston Michael in on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, just good kind of discipline there by the guys up front for Mercer. They just kind of held up their blockers, and then by the time Zackrell got to the line of scrimmage, really nowhere for him to go.
Ball the Sailor 41-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 41 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 6th time that Lakeview has hosted Mercer for its home opener. All time.
Well,
Sailors are 0-5. Mercer spoiled it every time. Backs on the eye again, wing to the right, and the give is to Zackrell over the right side. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and be brought down there. In fact, driven back. He'll get progress back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Fry and Chiappini among those on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and a long 8, almost 9.
Yeah, just a tough, gritty game last year between these two teams. That 12-0 win by Lakeview over at Mercer early on in the season. So that's just what we expect. These are two teams that kind of build their programs around, ball control, picking up first downs, being physical, so hey, we get what we expect from these teams.
3rd and 8. Wing to the left along the split end. Reynolds back to pass. He's hit. Latheris will throw him down for a sack. Alex Latheris came off the near side untouched. It's going to be a loss of about 10, call it a loss of 11, and Lakeview will punt away the football.
On certain plays, there's a key block. Like, everybody else can block, but if one guy on that particular play doesn't make their block, it blows it up, and that's exactly what happened. As Latheris wasn't blocked, and he was able to get right at the quarterback, Owen Reynolds.
Liege to punt for the 2nd time. Snap is good, light rush. End over end kick, angled far side, hits near midfield, and will stay in the field of play. And this will run out of steam at the Mercer 43. 27-yard punt, 3:44 to go first quarter. Mercer begins its 2nd drive of the night, leading 7-0.
It's still pretty good field position. Their last drive, they actually started in Lakeview territory. This will be in Mercer territory, but still right around the middle of that field for this offense.
Mustangs put up 33 last week in that win over Franklin. Short week for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
It was a Saturday night game.
Right.
Yeah. Chiappini will come out on the shotgun. Receiver to the right along with Latheris in the slot. Chiappini back to pass. Flag thrown by the head linesman. Far side. Throw downfield looking for Latheris. He's double covered. Pass is incomplete. But I'm guessing that Mercer was not lined up properly. It looked like 5 men in the backfield.
Right. Yeah, usually the timing of that flag is that penalty. Most people think, maybe there was a hold, but the flag was up before there would have even been a hold.
And it'll be marked off 5 yards back to the 38. Now 1st and 15 as the Mustangs it just didn't look right from the get-go.
Right, yeah. It's kind of in a hurry. It was a go route. Chiappini could not wait to get that ball snapped and let her rip, but some guys weren't set.
So now 1st and 15 back at the 38-yard line. Surrey tight to the right. Chiappini in the shotgun again. Chiappini will roll left, quarterback sweep upfield to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at midfield, but another flag thrown, and were the Mustangs again not lined up properly.
Yeah, just something going on there, some kind of communication between the coaching staff getting the play in, center and quarterback.
It's going to be illegal motion. Apparently not everybody was set. So the Mustangs pushed back 5 more yards, and it's now going to be 1st and 20 with 3.5 minutes to go first quarter.
Yeah, just a little impatience on the part of Mercer. You can just see it. They just kind of almost look like they're, in too much of a hurry.
There'll be an unbalanced line to the right. Surrey, the tight end, lines up to the right along with split end Tyler Glaister. Double wing set. And the handoff will come to Latheris on a sweeper on the right side. Spins, stumbles forward, gets a couple before being cut down by Shearer, who's wearing number 57 tonight. Listed as 50 on the roster, but
Okay.
Apparently some of the black jerseys don't line up with the what was on the roster. Either way, good play. It's going to be 2nd and 18.
Yeah, real good play. Drew Galarno in on that stop, too.
Michael, the fullback, double wing set, 2nd and 18. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Push car in motion. Chiappini throwing the ball downfield, looking for Fry, and incomplete. Fry hesitated for a moment. The ball didn't stop, and it lands incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long.
Oh, boy, will Chiappini be side-eyeing Fry at the film session. If Fry would have kept running, he would have caught him right in stride. He just kind of, just for a second, wondered if Chiappini could get it to him under that rush. Slowed down a little bit, and by then the ball was already 5 yards past him.
So now 3rd and 18 for Mercer. Mustangs are 0 for 1 on 3rd down tonight. Cash Flores wide right. Double wing set, Chiappini under center against a 5-man rush. Back to pass, under pressure from Matheson. Chiappini running to his left, looking. Now he's going to head up field. Bumps off of one man still on his feet, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds back upfield. And instead of a healthy gain, it's going to be a pickup of maybe a yard or two. It'll be 4th and long, and Mercer will have to punt away the football.
Yeah, good, really good athleticism and competitiveness just to get out of that rush. But, yeah, he stepped on the line and took away some pretty good heroics down the field. But looks like Lakeview's going to get the football back.
So Amos will punt for the first time tonight. Owen Reynolds deep for Lakeview back at his own 37. King snap is waist high. Kick is away. It's a high spinner. That one really takes off. Hits the 15 to the 10 to the 5. It's going to check up at the 5-yard line. That's where Mercer will down it. 58-yard punt. And Lakeview is marooned back at its own 5-yard line.
Wow. Yeah, Jaden Amos, we know his prowess as a basketball player in the winter. But he's a heck of a kicker and punter, evidently, too. As that was a big-time punt that you usually only see on, like, Saturday afternoon on television.
That one a 58-yarder. Now Lakeview pinned back at its own 5 with 2:27 to go in the first quarter. Of course, Jaden Amos also an outstanding baseball player.
58 yards, and it died inside the 10 perfectly. So, yeah, big-time punt.
Now, a Lakeview offense that a very young offense really up against it here. 8 on the play clock. Sailors come out on the eye, receivers to either side. Reynolds under center. Reynolds back to pass, throwing it downfield, looking for Liege, and tipped incomplete. Chiappini was in on the coverage along with Miller Fry and Glaister.
Liege had him. Liege had a step on him. And Owen Reynolds got into that pass despite being under heavy rush. But just good recovery by the Mercer defensive backs. I actually think Chiappini and a couple of the other guys were mad at each other for knocking it out of their hands.
Could have been intercepted. Instead, it falls incomplete. It is now 2nd and 10 back at the 5-yard line. Center Weston Gilarno comes on over the football. Snap back to Reynolds, and Reynolds will keep it on the option. Goes over the left guard. Reynolds across the 10 to the 11, brought down by Preston Michael and Noah Miller Fry. But so both teams running the triple option tonight, and nice gain there for Reynolds.
Yeah, you can see once if Owens can get downhill and start making people miss, he's a handful.
C.J. Hartman checks in at nose tackle for this 3rd and 4 play.
It's a big play for Lakeview, Briggsy. If Lakeview can keep this drive going and at least flip the fields, that would be huge from their perspective.
I backfield, wingman to the left as well. Reynolds under center gives to the fullback Johnson. He is hit and belted. He ran right into Kyle Surrey, the 230-pound inside linebacker. Surrey, who missed all of last year due to an off-season injury, he's back and made a big stick on 3rd down.
Yeah, there's nothing more intimidating looking than big, huge linebackers that wear single digits. And Surrey wearing that number 5 just completely blew that play up. And Lakeview forced to punt again.
It was Surrey at 230, Michael at 210 on the inside.
Yeah,
there's some pretty stout guys.
They can move too.
Liege to punt. Lakeview short a man. Play clock down at 3, 2. They get it off. Liege to punt. Kick is a wobbler that hits, and it's caught in the run-up at the 39-yard line by Braden Fry. Fry across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Fry, a good run back, and again, Mercer, excellent field position to begin its third drive of the night. 43 seconds to go, third quarter.
It looked like Fry, at first was content to just kind of let that bounce, but then looked around, didn't see any black shirts, so he decided to sprint up to it, catch it, had a full head of steam, and able to pick up some big-time yardage and give Mercer great starting field position again.
Mustangs have it 1st and 10 at the Lakeview 25-yard line, moving left to right for the final 43 seconds of the quarter. Mustangs will come out in an empty set. 2 receivers left, Chiappini in the shotgun, 3 to the right. Chiappini back to pass, another flag thrown. Chiappini around the left side of the 15 to the 10 to the 5. For now, Mercer into the McCandless Ford red zone, but it looks like the Mustangs again were not lined up properly.
Yeah. I don't know if they maybe, some kind of a new package of plays or something that,
It is illegal formation. It's a 5-yard mark off back to the 30, and now 1st and 15 upcoming with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I usually save this one for basketball, the old move quick but don't be in a hurry. And it just kind of looks like Mercer's in way too much of a hurry to get the ball snapped before everybody's set. Play clock isn't an issue either, I don't know what they're in such a hurry for.
1st and 15 now at the 30. Latheris wing left, Pushkar to the right, next to tight end Surrey. Glaister wide to the right. And the handoff will come to Latheris on a sweeper on the right side. Alex Latheris to the 25. He's to the 20. Stiff arm on Reynolds, who brings him to the turf. But not before Latheris picks up 15 yards. And it is the third first down of the night for the Mercer Mustangs.
Yeah. Latheris, great job. Got ahead of steam, got downhill a little bit, bounced out. And picked up a nice chunk of yards. This Mercer's got some weapons. I don't know, Ryan Briggs. It's early here in the season and in this game, but this Mustang team looks a little different than they did last year in a very good way.
Mercer has returned to the McCandless Ford red zone. 1st and 10 at the 15. Handoff comes to Pushkar, sweeping around the left side. Pushkar cut down at the 11-yard line on the final play of the opening quarter as Colin Whitcomb will bring him down. That is the end of the first quarter here at Lakeview. Mercer on top 7-0. We'll be back with more after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Need an roofing, siding, decks, and all of your exterior needs are expertly handled by Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group. Trust Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group to provide a customized solution that meets your specific needs and preferences. They are an A+ rated BBB company and offer Uniflex silicone roof coating systems. With a 5-star rating, their commitment to quality is unmatched. Visit Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding today at pennohiorc.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Teams change ends. Mercer now going towards the scoreboard here at Lakeview. 7-0 Mercer with the lead. Mustangs, the road team in the white jerseys, navy numbers and letters, navy pants with the Columbia blue trim, Columbia blue helmets with the Navy Mustang logo. Lakeview, black tops, black pants, white numbers and letters, red and white trim, and black headgear tonight for the Sailors. It'll be second down and a long 5 from the 10-yard line for Mercer. Surrey tight to the left, 2 receivers and a wing to the right. Preston Michael the single back, and Chiappini on the option, and whistles and a flag as one of the linemen got a head start, and Mercer will be penalized for the 4th time tonight. They've all been of this motion, procedure, or illegal formation.
Yeah, that's, certainly, I know how football coaching staffs work. I'm sure some guys are yelling at each other on the sideline, not just at the players, but at the, each other.
Oh,
okay.
So they will wave it off. So it is not a penalty. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 10. We'll see what the Mustangs elect to do here.
Yeah, Briggsy, evidently Farrell still smarting a little bit over that loss to Fort LaBeouf last year as they're up 14-0 after just 2 possessions, two times with the football.
Here at 7-0 Mercer. Mustangs 2nd and 5 from the 10. Chiappini on the option will stumble over the right side and get 2. Ethan Johnson tripped him up. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 from the 8-yard line. Chris, any other scores for us?
Yeah, certainly a game or a team that people here are familiar with, Oil City. Coach Dan York, he has his team up 8-7 on a team that we saw Saturday, Mercyhurst Prep.
That game up at Saxon Stadium in Erie. 3rd and 3 at the 8. Mercer 0 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. Single back is Michael, and the handoff will come to the wingman from the right. That's Parker Pushkar. He cuts back to his left and takes it in. Touchdown Mercer. Parker Pushkar scoring from 8 yards out, and Mercer has a 13-0 lead. 3rd touchdown of the season for the senior.
Yeah, just a great little cut back there by Pushkar, and had to kind of get through one guy to get into the end zone, and this Mercer offense looks really impressive here so far.
13-0, and Jaden Amos on to add the extra point. Snap is good from Derek King. The hold is down, and the kick is up, and it is good from Amos. He's 2 for 2. Mercer a 2-touchdown lead, 14-0 with 11:17 to go first half. We'll come back with more after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Hello, may I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Need top-notch cardiology care? Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants, part of Meadville Medical Center, is here for you. Serving Mercer County and Ohio, our expert providers offer dedicated heart health services at 2999 Innovation Way in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, and 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. For appointments, call 724-983-1800 for Hermitage or 330-269-1916 for Hubbard. More info at nmchs.org. Choose Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Jaden Amos has it teed up at the 40. 14-0 Mercer with the lead. Amos puts the right foot into this one, and it'll be fielded by Julian Zackrell, about at his 16. Zackrell into the middle of the field of the 25, dodges one man, spun around, breaks out of the pile, and then is finally tossed down out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, as Lakeview will get good field position, a much better field position than the Sailors have had all night. Colton deep on the tackle, but nice run back from Julian Zackrell.
Yeah, it's a couple of times that Lakeview's return game has gotten them in good field position. That's certainly one of the areas that they play well tonight. They just need to put together a drive. They just have not been able to put together consecutive first downs with any kind of consistency here. So Mercer's just getting the ball back and always in good field position.
Lakeview, tonight 9 plays, 1 net yard. Sailors looking for their first down of the night. Liege wide right, Matheson slot right. That's the short side of the field. Ball in the near right hash. Turn, hand off to Zackrell. He is hit in the backfield and is going to be driven back. Derek King crowns him. Whew. No gain on the play for Julian Zackrell. Derek King, multi-year starter on both sides of the ball. Moving inside, or actually moving outside. He played defensive tackle in the 4-man line, now playing end in a 3-man front. Either way, he came through and made a big hit.
Yeah, Mercer's defense, they just look, to use a word you love, stout. They just look big. You go end to end. The defensive linemen, the linebackers, even the corners, tall, big, and they can move.
2nd and 10 at the 35. Handoff is to Johnson, the fullback, on a trap, and he will run right into Parker Pushkar and Preston Michael. The nose tackle, Brennan Davis, also in there, clogging up things. And a pickup of about half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 35. Our video sponsor tonight, American Legion Post 299 in Sharon. We thank them for their support all season long. Thanks for tuning in tonight, whether it's in the car or on the radio at home tonight on our iHeart app or watching or listening via the Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook page. Lakeview 0 for 3 on third down tonight. This is 3rd and 10. Reynolds tossed to Zackrell. He is hit, and he'll be thrown down for a loss in the backfield. King finished him off. Latheris in there to begin. And Lakeview will send out the punt unit for the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, just absolutely no push whatsoever by the offensive line for Lakeview, and just all those aforementioned big, strong, quick linemen and linebackers in the backfield before any momentum can be generated.
Liege will punt, fields it on the hop, light rush, line drive kick, and Braden Fry will watch it roll, and it will trickle down to the 29 of Mercer. Not a lot of hang time, but a 37-yard punt. They'll mark it at the 30. Liege's best kick of the night. 9:06 to go in the half. Mercer takes over, leading 14-0. Chris, you have a couple of updates for us.
Yeah, I sure do. A couple of good teams going at it. As Hubbard has taken, Wilmington has tied Hubbard. Hubbard took a 7-0 lead. So now 7-7, 11:09 to go in the second quarter in a game between Hubbard and Wilmington.
Hubbard, a winner last week over Brookfield, 42-0. That was the first game at Brookfield's new stadium, the new turf there. Tonight, the first game at Wilmington after the stadium was renamed Terry Varelli Stadium. So nice. Hubbard getting the all the pomp and circumstance this year, I guess. Movement as Mercer gets ready to run a 1st and 10. Both wings went in motion. That's a no-no. False start will push the Mustangs back 5 yards to the 25. 1st down and 15. Don't forget, we'll have, after the game, the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game. That'll be in our post-game later tonight here at Lakeview High School.
Yeah, almost all A's for Mercer, with one exception. they have, really kind of filling up the penalty stat sheet with these delay of games and motion penalties.
Latheris moves from left to right. Chiappini out of the shotgun, back to pass, and another flag. That time somebody on the interior may have moved, and Mercer going backwards.
Yeah.
There's penalties, early in the season. Last week against Farrell, Hickory had 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties.
Yeah.
Northeast kind of kept Grove City in the game. 15 penalties on the Pickers last week.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, it's just kind of those finer points that you're still trying to work out. You work on it through camp, but it's a little different under the Friday or Saturday night lights.
So 1st and 20 now, back at the 20. Handoff will come around the left side for Parker Pushkar. Pushkar cutting back to his right to the 30, bounces off of Matheson. Pushkar finally brought down at the 34. He gets back to penalty yards, and then a few more. Parker Pushkar, 158 yards last week, and off to another good start tonight. He has a touchdown, and he's right at an even 50 yards as well.
Yeah, he is a really physical back. He's fast. He can get out on the edge. He can also make good cutbacks in the middle of the field, but he's hunting for contacts. He wants to run you over.
Last year, Parker Pushkar ran for 207 yards all year. He has 208 this year already.
That's awesome.
He and Latheris are the wings. Chiappini out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. Stiff arms a man, stiff arms another man. And it's going to be cut down finally back at the 26-yard line. Could not get away from Remington Marsh. Chiappini will lose 8 on that one, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Chiappini just stiff-arming guys one after the other. Finally, Marsh is like, all right, I've had enough of that, and just kind of went low, tackled him at the ankles. That's what you have to do. Chiappini is a big quarterback, 6'3", 210. So he gets out like that. He's like a fullback or a big halfback.
Think of him at free safety as well. He'd be a thumper back there. Yeah. 3rd and 14. Chiappini back to pass. Rolling right. Lobbing it right flat. It is incomplete. Hit Pushkar in a bad spot, right in the hands. And Mercer will now have to punt it away with 7:34 to go in the first half. And there's a timeout for injury, and that's Pushkar.
Yeah, he looks like he was in a lot of pain. Like whatever caused him to miss that ball was with it, whatever hurt.
So he is down on his back right now and being tended to by the athletic trainer. 7:34 to go in the first half, 14-0, the lead for Mercer. Don't forget, tomorrow night here on Sports Radio 96.7, we'll have another great rivalry, non-conference, but it is a big rivalry, a series that dates back to 1910. Sharpsville hosting Greenville. Colton Hoffman and I will be on air starting at 6:30 tomorrow night, 7 o'clock kickoff from McCracken Field. Chris will be on assignment tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I know he'll have his he'll be tuned in tomorrow, but that should be a lot of fun. Those two longtime rivals, and two teams looking to bounce back from credible but tough outings in week one.
No question, right? Yeah, they are both. Those were both losses that neither coach is happy about it, but they both you can from an outsider's perspective, you can say these two teams are going to have good seasons. However, nobody wants to go 0-2, so that certainly adds a little bit of juice to that game.
They continue to administer to Parker Pushkar, who was down at the 30-yard line. Of course, two-way start, and we just talked about what a great start he's been off to this year, and a couple of teammates are going to come out and assist him to the sideline. He is up, and he's going to require some assistance.
Just one of those things where you could tell when he looked back to try to catch that ball, his legs got awkward, and again, never speculate about injuries, but having kind of made that move myself and sprained an ankle kind of a thing, something like that.
And he was there was nobody around him. It was just a non-contact. The field is in excellent shape, grass field, just one of those things, and hopefully it is hopefully it's not something that's going to hinder him long term. But he will check out, and the Mercer punt team comes out. Amos, who boomed a 58-yarder in his there's only attempt of the night. Kick is away. High end-over-end kick. Reynolds fields it at the 33. Owen Reynolds along the numbers near side out to the 46-yard line. Brought down by Luke Sable, leading the coverage unit, but a flag far side came out right at the snap. And likely another formation penalty or illegal formation. We'll see what Lakeview elects to do. Sailors would have the ball just shy of midfield, and they will decline the penalty and take over with 7:22 to go in the half. And start to feel the momentum shifting a little bit towards the guys in black and white.
Yeah, the momentum is shifting. Lakeview has played very well defensively. Mercer's mistakes have kept Lakeview in it. But the key question here for Lakeview being able to get back in this game is, can they pick up some first downs and get their offense going, because nothing so far.
Remington Marsh will go wide left. Maxwell tight to the right. Backs are in the eye behind Reynolds, and Reynolds rolling left. Reynolds under pressure on the run, throws it, and incomplete. Hit Johnson in the breadbasket. It'll be incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 at the 46.
Yeah, that was a well-designed play. Great job by Reynolds rolling out there. But just kind of looked up. Ethan Johnson looked up the field before he had corralled it.
So now be 2nd down and 10 at the 46-yard line. 7:15 to go in the half. Liege now will deploy wide left. Matheson wing right next to Maxwell, the tight end. Reynolds under center. That's a toss for Zackrell. Zackrell over the right side. He is hit and driven back as Suri lowered the boom on him. Among others, Chiappini finished him off. Pickup of perhaps a half yard. It's going to be 3rd and long upcoming for Lakeview. Call it 3rd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah. Briggsy, we haven't mentioned him yet, but he was in on that hit too. Brennan Davis, 5'11", 275 pounds. A freshman, 14 years old, 270, lowering the boom there on Zackrell. Wow.
Now 3rd and 10, Lakeview looking for its first 3rd down conversion of the night. Sailors break the huddle, play clock at 5. Marsh wide to the right. And on the triple option to give is to the fullback Johnson on the dive, and he finds very little room at all. Ran into Bryce Fury, the defensive end.
Johnson on the carry.
Pickup of, a call it no gain officially, and it's going to be 4th and 10.
Hey, we were impressed with the Sharon Tigers last week, Ryan Briggs. They are up 13-9 on Cathedral Prep mid-second quarter. So the Tigers playing really well up in Erie.
Of course, Cathedral Prep 4 overtime win last week over Erie.
Yeah.
Sharon on a short week.
Yep.
4th and 10, and Lakeview has the offense out there. Mercer had the punt return unit set up, and Mercer will have to take a timeout with 5:42 to go in the half. That's the first timeout taken by either team tonight. We'll take a timeout as well. 4th and 10, what will Lakeview do when we come back? 5:42 to go in the half, 14-0. Mercer leads on Sports Radio 96.7.
Insurance to work hard too. That's why I'm with Erie Insurance and my local agent. They offer the service I deserve, the coverage I need, all at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291 or visit reinhardts.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
4th down and 10 for Lakeview coming out of the Mercer timeout. Mercer now 2 timeouts left, Lakeview with 3. Coming up at the half of a first half recap, scoring and stats, and Chris will have scores from around Mercer County and District 10. Lakeview keeps the offense out there for 4th and 10 from the 46. Backs are in the eye behind Reynolds. Reynolds rolling right. Reynolds under pressure. He's hit and sacked. Brought down for a loss on the play back at the 42. Latheris comes through for his second sack of the night, and Mercer will begin this drive in Lakeview territory.
Yeah, Latheris, I mean, he's 6'1", 190, and he can really move. And he got to the quarterback, Owen Reynolds, with no resistance whatsoever. So, yeah.
Mercer taking over at the Lakeview 42. We'll see who checks in offensively with Pushkar out. It's going to be Noah Miller-Fry in the backfield, and Mustangs are going to come out in the power I. Michael and Miller-Fry, the upbacks, Latheris, the deep back. Power I right, 2 tight ends. Handoff goes to Latheris over right guard. Dodges a man, cuts upfield to the 35. Latheris dragging men forward across the 30. The pile moving forward down to about the 25-yard line. Pickup of 17 for Alex Latheris.
Yeah, Latheris, again, I love those guys that just seem to run angry. He got into the linebacking core. He, kind of initiated some contact, and then he just kept on driving his feet. Moved about 4 black shirts 10 yards back.
1st and 10 now at the 25. 5th first down of the night for Mercer. Power I right again. Give to Latheris. Same play. Slams forward to the 20. Matheson trying to rip away the football. Latheris will finally be ruled down at the 20. A pickup of 5. And Mercer back into the McCandless Ford red zone. McCandless Ford, your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle needs in Mercer and Meadville. 2nd and 5 at the 20 as we have 4:40 to go in the first half.
Coach York, Oil City team, another touchdown, another 2-point conversion. They're now up 16-7 on Mercyhurst Prep.
Chris will have all the halftime or scores coming up at halftime. Power I right, toss will come to Latheris, dodges Matheson in the backfield. Latheris will get maybe a yard, and then he is driven back as could not escape the clutches of the Lakeview defense. Ethan Johnson got him in a double leg and took him down. Zackrell also in there. It will be 3rd and 4 from the 19.
Yeah, Lakeview needed that, right? They've just kind of been run over here on this drive. So, yeah, a couple of the big boys up front saying, not now, not this time.
Power I left this time. Latheris the deep back, and he'll get the handoff. Cuts over left guard. Latheris will get to the 15, then is driven back. He's going to be close to the first down marker. Matheson, Maxwell, among others on the stop.
Yeah, Maxwell got that paw in there to slow him down at the line of scrimmage.
but it is enough for the first down. The chain gang will move on the far sideline. A new set of downs at the 15 with 3:36 to go, clock rolling first half, 14-0. Mercer with the lead at Lakeview. Mercer breaks the huddle again. Miller, Fry, and Michael are the up backs. Latheris, the deep back, in the power I. And timeout, Lakeview. Lakeview takes its first timeout of the night. 3:21 to go in the second quarter. We'll come back with more from Lakeview High School after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
St. Paul Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-aged children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
My son Colin, he just turned 19. He bought Xanax off of social media, and it was laced with fentanyl, and he never woke up.
We're in the midst of a fentanyl crisis. We're seeing substances, marijuana, cocaine, Xanax pressed with fentanyl. Fentanyl is extremely potent. One pill pressed with fentanyl is enough to kill you.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health, Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
First and 10 at the 15. Chiappini fakes the handoff. Bootlegger on the left side. Chiappini to the 10, to the 5. And he'll have a first down, delivered a pretty good stiff arm to Owen Reynolds. Chiappini on the keeper around left end. And if he didn't get the first down, he's not far from it. The ball will be put down at the 5, and indeed it is first and goal. Chiappini, a pickup of 10. First and goal at the 5. Clock stops with 3:12 to go first half.
I mean, this is 14-0 on the score, 14-0 on the scoreboard, moving in to try to score again. But this has been a just methodical show of execution here by Mercer.
First and goal at the 5. Give to Latheris, the deep man in the power I, and he'll get a yard or two right into the teeth of the Lakeview defense.
Good job by
Maxwell there, along with Jackson Vincent.
Yeah, good job by Maxwell and Vincent, just clogging things up.
Pickup of 2, second and goal at the 3. As we're down to 2:47 to go in the half. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. Remember, Mercer won the toss and deferred its option to the second half. On second and goal, give to Latheris. The ball's loose. Ball knocked loose. Looked like Jackson Vincent popped it loose, but did Mercer recover?
Ball came loose.
And Lakeview has it.
Wow.
So the Lakeview defense holds, as coming out of there with the fumble recovery, Owen Reynolds, the smallest man on the field for Lakeview, coming up with a recovery. And it'll be first down for Lakeview, a huge stand, perhaps a game saver for Lakeview.
No question about it, right? With their offensive struggles so far in this game, you get down 21-0 to this Mercer team. Really tough road to hoe, but now they have the football with a chance not only to score, but also to just kind of run the clock out so that Mercer doesn't get the ball back.
Lakeview, I mean, we've said all night, a first down here imperative because Lakeview does not want to have to be punting from its own end zone.
Right. Yeah, and it's just this Mercer defense has been lights out here so far.
First and 10 for Lakeview from its own 3. Matheson slot right inside of Liege. And now Owen Reynolds trying to plead his case to Joe Lombardi, the referee, about something. I'm not sure what he is aggrieved about.
Timeout.
It'll be timeout, but I don't think he wanted the timeout per se. I think there was something else that had him out of sorts. So Lakeview will take its second timeout of the half. 2:18 to go in the second quarter. Mercer leads 14-0. We'll be back with more after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
got you all chef-tastic?
You know, it's our kitchen remodel. It's got me all inspired.
Oh, are you inspired enough to make dessert?
As a matter of fact.
Is it chocolate? Oh, it's chocolate. I love you.
Get inspiration all your own with a brand new kitchen from Warner's Homes and Improvements. We create new kitchens that dreams are made of. We buy direct from the manufacturers using top quality materials with no shortcuts. The latest in style and functionality for a fair price. Call Warner's today and get inspired. Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or online at warnersconstruction.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Lakeview has it 1st and 10 from the 3. Charles Carlo, freshman, in at fullback. This first down play. Zackrell the deep back in the eye. Reynolds will turn and give it to Zackrell. He is hit. Did he get out of the end zone? He's fighting to try to get upfield. And the line judge on the near side says that he did. The spot is being given just out past the goal line. It'll be a loss on the play.
I think that's news to the Mercer defense as they were celebrating. Look, oh, wait, what?
I think some of the Mercer fans thought it was a safety too, and it was.
See him get out. I didn't, you know.
It was close.
Yeah, it seems like officials are pretty lenient about not awarding safeties unless it's deep in the end zone.
And now 2nd and 12 from the 1. 1:40 to go in the half. Mercer with 2 timeouts remaining. Marsh will deploy wide right. Tight end Maxwell lines up to the left. Matheson is a wing to the left. Backs are in the eye again behind Reynolds. And he will keep it on a sneak, just trying to get a little bit of yardage. And he'll get a couple of yards. Bringing up 3rd down and about 10. As the clock continues to run, approaching the 1 minute mark. And Mercer now will take its 2nd timeout. Timeout Mercer with 1:10 to go in the half.
On the field taken by Mercer.
That'll leave Mercer with 1:10 to go. First half, 14-0. Mercer on top. It is Hall of Fame night here at Lakeview, so halftime will be extended a little bit this evening. We'll tell you about the inductees coming up tonight. There are 4 of them. We'll talk about that at halftime as well. We will have time to do that certainly. And all that and much, much more here at Lakeview High School. Again, Chris will have all the updates. Don't forget later tonight, the Warner's Homes and Improvements 5th quarter scoreboard show. Aaron Byro, Darren Steele. Darren's off tonight. I want to say hello to Darren, by the way. I know he's checking in on us. But Aaron Byro, Art Shannon, they'll be on until 11 o'clock tonight. And the phone lines, of course, will be open until 11 o'clock to talk about tonight's action, as well as the games tomorrow. We talked about Sharpsville, Greenville tomorrow. Also, Slippery Rock is at Franklin tomorrow night in a 7 o'clock. And we also want to give our best to the Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles. They will play their first ever 8-man game at home at Butalis Stadium. 4 o'clock kick against Southington Chalker.
Okay.
And, of course, those schools have played in the past.
Right.
Back in the 70s, they played. Kennedy went 3-0-1 against Chalker. In fact, Dick Angle's first win as Kennedy coach was against Southington Chalker in 1975. 3rd and 11 at the 2. Movement up front. And who is guilty? It is on Lakeview. First flag of the night, but it is half the distance. And now 3rd and 12 back at the 1 yard line. That 1 yard is big.
Yeah, that's huge. Ugh, yeah. Big play here, obviously, for Lakeview. I mean, this is kind of
1:09 to go. Clock stopped. Liege gets the play call from the near sideline and relays it to quarterback Owen Reynolds. Now there's a Lakeview man who was injured and is going to need tending to. That football, the back point of the ball is not far from the white paint of the goal line. And I believe, is that Carson Matheson who is down?
So. Yeah.
So Matheson's two-way starter at receiver and linebacker. He is down right now with 1:09 to go in the first half. Of course, Mercer lost Parker Pushkar earlier tonight. And he's over on the training table on the far side. And neither team is exceptionally deep. Of course, in 1A, 2A football, both teams, the rosters are in the neighborhood of 30 guys, which is, for this size, not bad at all.
No,
but when you lose a two-way starter, it's certainly magnified.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly in the case of Mercer. Offensively, what Pushkar does is irreplaceable, but they do have some very capable backs otherwise. Lakeview, they start losing 2 or 3 of their starters here. That's a real problem. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
So Matheson really favoring the lower right leg, so he'll check out for 3rd and 12 back at the 1-yard line. Hubbard and Wilmington, good one, obviously. They're
really good one. Yep.
Tied at 14. Chase Mitchell-Tree, he had 181 yards last week. He was the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game in that Greenville-Wilmington game, a Wilmington 21-7 win last week. Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg had the call from Greenville last week. They're at Farrell tonight.
He's just one of those classic Wilmington backs, right? He just scoots. They run that jet sweep, and he just scoots by you.
3rd and 12 from the 1 for Lakeview. Carlo, the up back, Reynolds under center. And Reynolds will bootleg around the left side, and he'll get a yard or 2. Noah Miller-Fry able to bring him down. Number 10 tackling another. And Mercer now will take its final timeout of the half with 1:02 to go in the period.
Fry on the tackle for
Pickup of 2, and Mercer takes that timeout, and it will be 4th down and 10 for Lakeview when we come back. Sailors will punt it away for the 5th time in the first half. We will come back with the 4th down play after this quick timeout on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
4th down upcoming for the Lakeview Sailors. Darkness beginning to descend upon the Twin Cities. The 157th Great Stoneboro Fair going on just about 2/3 of a mile down the road from us. We knew this time come up 173, don't come up 62 by the fairgrounds.
Yeah, we made that mistake before, yeah.
So, but the fair going on through Labor Day here at in the Lakeview area, the Great Stoneboro Fair. And Liege will punt. He's about a yard or 2 in front of the end line. The snap is low. The kick is a high, short kick. It will bounce at the 20 and roll upfield to the 23-yard line. That's where Drew Gilarno will down it with 52 seconds to go in the first half. Mercer leading 14-0. Mustangs a golden opportunity to break it open before the intermission, but Mercer out of timeouts.
Out of timeouts, right. Yeah, that's certainly. They had to use their timeouts, obviously, on defense to save some clock when they, if they were able to hold and get the football back. They were able to hold, but they had to use up all of their timeouts. But, yeah, still great field position, 52 seconds. Not exactly a quick strike offense, but still some guys that can pick up chunks in a hurry.
Chiappini will be in the shotgun. You have Cody Osborne to now Osborne will line up in the slot. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right, and Mercer had 12 men out there.
Oh, boy.
I don't think Cody Osborne was supposed to be out there. I think Chiappini looked at him and said, "What are you doing here?"
I could see, but Chiappini was trying to understand. You were trying to place him in a position, and he was not a position.
Well, they had 2 receivers, 3, and then a tight end, and then 3 running backs, 5 linemen, and a quarterback. That's we're a little far north. We're not in Canada, though.
Yeah.
So it's 1st and 15, the 6th flag of the night for Mercer. This is a Mercer team that generally is year in, year out one of the least penalized teams in our area, but they've had 6, and they've all been of this sort.
Yeah.
So back to pass Chiappini out of the shotgun, rolling left. Chiappini now will tuck it under, running upfield, gets down to the 23-yard line, gets the penalty yardage back, but the clock will continue to move. Maxwell on the stop.
Yeah.
I have to wonder, perhaps, if the field goal is an option here.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, there's no doubt, but they're not exactly. Don't look like they're in a big hurry.
Down to 28 seconds to go.
Yeah, so this
ball's at the 22, 2nd and 9.
Maybe one quick out, and then get Jaden Amos on the field.
Flores wide left, Glaister wide right. Chiappini alone in the shotgun, 13 seconds to go. Chiappini rolling left. Chiappini looking, now he's going to run. Chiappini to the 15, and he's out of bounds. Chiappini gets out of bounds at the 15. Michael Stroll will push him out of bounds. Ball marked at the 15, 3rd and 2, but 7 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah.
And the field goal unit will come out. Jaden Amos grabs the tee, and Mustangs will look to make this a 3-possession game.
Yeah, Amos was looking down at Coach. Coach was prowling the sidelines there, looking out at the offense, and then gave him the little nod, and he came storming out.
So this is going to be the snap is only going back about 5 yards.
Yeah, it's an odd formation.
They're a little bit short. Miller Fry will hold, and flag thrown. Play clock's at 0 as a delay. Delay, yes. Well, delay moves it back to the 20. It's now 3rd and 7. No.
Yeah.
But the holder, Miller Fry, is only 5 yards back from the snapper.
I've never seen that before.
Snap a little bit high. Amos's kick is on the way, and it is going to land in the end zone. It is short. With 1 second to go in the half, and the Lakeview defense holds. The Lakeview Sailors, in spite of really not doing much at all offensively, the defense has hung in there. It looked like Mercer was going to blow this one open. Lakeview's shown a lot of resilience.
No question. A lot of toughness, a lot of grit. The defense has played great. And, again, they're going to probably take a knee here and go into the halftime locker room down just 2 scores with an opportunity to kind of sort some things out offensively and maybe get back in the game.
The ball placed at the 20. That was the line of scrimmage, but it would have gone there anyway because the field goal landed in the end zone.
Yeah.
That's the high school rule.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what that formation was on the kick, yeah.
Well, he was he was only 5. Normally it's about 7 or 8 yards.
Oh, yeah.
We know Derek King can snap it back there, but so Reynolds back the pass on 1st and 10, throws it downfield, incomplete. Noah Miller Fry had a chance for an interception, might have mistimed his jump just a bit. And that is the end of the first half here at Lakeview. The Mercer Mustangs looking to get to 2-0, have a 14-0 lead. Chris and I will come back with the first half recap and a comprehensive halftime show here on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
With personal care and daily assistance available if needed. Short-term stays are also available. For more information or to schedule your in-person tour, visit rwsv.org or call 724-347-0998. The Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where comfort, care, and community come together. Equal housing opportunity.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to Western Pennsylvania and Eastern Ohio. With 7 locations, including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Mancino's Driving School is your go-to destination for top-notch driving education. Whether you're a teen or an adult, Mancino's experienced instructors ensure you're equipped with essential skills and safety tips. Offering flexible schedules and personalized lessons, Mancino's Driving School make learning to drive convenient and effective. Visit our website at mancinosdrivingschool.com to enroll today and begin your journey toward becoming a safe, independent driver.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Picture this. You're with a group of friends, and someone offers you a pill. You don't know what's in that pill. The person who gave it to you may not even know. By taking it, you may increase your risk of an overdose. Every day, nearly 300 Americans die from a drug overdose. Get the facts. Be your own advocate.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
Athletic programs. First up, we have Mr. Bernie Davis.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School, 14-0, Mercer with the lead at the break. We have Art Shannon back in the studio. Our videographer tonight is Clara Cook. I'm Ryan Briggs, joined by Chris Burtch. Chris, 14-0 Mercer with the lead, but if you're the Lakeview Sailors, have to feel fortunate and thankful for the defensive effort, because it looked early that Mercer was going to break this one wide open.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's just been an absolutely dominant performance on the stat sheet by Mercer. But yeah, some really well-timed holds by the Lakeview defense has kept them in, striking distance. Pretty amazing.
14-0 is the lead. Mercer scored twice, obviously. Ryder Chiappini, a 3-yard touchdown run midway through the first quarter. That came at the 6:05 mark. 8-play, 40-yard drive that used 3:39. Jaden Amos with the first of his 2 extra points made it 7-0. And then 43 seconds into the second quarter, Parker Pushkar, who later left the game due to injury, scored on an 8-yard run, capping a 4-play, 25-yard drive. Amos with the extra point. That made it 14-0. Mercer fumbled at the Lakeview 3 with 2:18 to go in the half, and then missed the field goal on the next to last play of the first half. And Lakeview is again, we'll touch on the numbers. Lakeview's done very little offensively, but the Lakeview defense has hung in there and kept the Sailors in this.
And that's the appearance that it's had, right? The appearance of this game is Mercer's, they're running downhill. They are, kind of looking sharp, moving in between the 20s on offense. But they just haven't been able to punch it in every time, because the Lakeview defense, they kind of stiffen up, inside the McCandless Ford red zone. And they've made a couple of big holds.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the team and individual numbers. And Chris will have the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update. Mercer leading at Lakeview 14-0 on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Need top-notch cardiology care? Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants, part of Meadville Medical Center, is here for you. Serving Mercer County and Ohio, our expert providers offer dedicated heart health services at 2999 Innovation Way in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, and 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. For appointments, call 724-983-1800 for Hermitage or 330-269-1916 for Hubbard. More info at nmchs.org. Choose Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed and Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed and Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
Need an exterior upgrade? Roofing, siding, decks, and all of your exterior needs are expertly handled by Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group. Trust Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group to provide a customized solution that meets your specific needs and preferences. They are an A+ rated BBB company and offer Uniflex silicone roof coating systems. With a 5-star rating, their commitment to quality is unmatched. Visit Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding today at pennohiorc.com.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank has experience when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
And welcome back to Lakeview High School. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. Our video tonight on Sports Radio 96.7 brought to you by American Legion Post 299 in Sharon. The team numbers in this one: Mercer, 123 rushing yards, 9 passing yards. The Mustangs, 132 total yards on 27 plays, and they have 7 first downs. Lakeview tonight, -2 rushing yards, -2 passing yards. Lakeview 20 offensive plays, and the Sailors right now are in the red, -4 yards. Lakeview still in pursuit of its first down of the night. For Mercer, quarterback Ryder Chiappini, 1 of 3 for 9 yards. It was a 9-yard completion to Parker Pushkar. Pushkar, 6 carries, 50 yards and a score. Alex Latheris, 9 carries, 47 yards. And Chiappini, 9 carries, 26 yards and a touchdown. For Lakeview, quarterback Owen Reynolds, 1 of 4 for -2 yards. It was a completion to Carson Matheson. Julian Zacro leading the Sailors, 7 carries for 3 yards. Ethan Johnson, 4 carries for 1 yard. Only turnover of the night was Mercer's lost fumble to Lakeview 3 in the second quarter. Mercer, 7 penalties, 35 yards. Lakeview, 1 penalty for 1 yard. Mercer, 2 of 5 on third down. Lakeview is 0 of 6. Slight edge for Mercer in time of possession, 12-14 to 11-46. Mercer leading Lakeview tonight 14-0. We'll take a break. Chris is working feverishly to update the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime scoreboard, and we'll have all the updates when we come back. You're listening to High School Football on Sports Radio 96.7.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. A synthetic opioid up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, smell it, or taste it.
know the dangers.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health, Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The tax team at Reed and Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed and Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed and Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed and Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Introducing healthcare for all ages at the Sharon Community Health Center. From newborns to older adults, Dr. Barry Siegel, ABFM certified family practice physician, is now accepting new patients of all ages. Compassionate, high-quality care awaits, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Plus, Sharon Community Health Center offers behavioral health and pain management services. Call 724-347-5229 or visit SharonCHC.org to schedule your appointment today with Dr. Barry Siegel. Sharon Community Health Center, 92 West Connolly Boulevard, Sharon, Pennsylvania.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
When she started junior high track, that is when she tried high jump.
We are back here at
In 8th grade, she won first place at the county meet.
Lakeview High School. One quick update on the halftime stats. I aired earlier when I said the first Mercer touchdown was scored by Ryder Chiappini. It was actually scored by Preston Michael, 25, not 15. So Michael, 1 carry, 3 yards, and a touchdown for Preston Michael. Thanks to Ty Kohler for catching that. Had a lot going on here aside from that, and I apologize for making that air, but that's what we help each other out in the media. So at least that's what professionals do. And Ty he's a pro's pro, so thanks to him. And always good to see Ty out and about. So 14-0 is our score here at halftime. The Hall of Fame ceremony is going on here at Lakeview. This year's inductees, Bernie Davis, who's a longtime educator and coach in the Lakeview School District. The late Mike Hardis, the outstanding cross-country runner in the early 2000s. He unfortunately passed away in 2011. He's a posthumous inductee. Dan Jones, who was a standout athlete in the late 50s and then worked for the district for many years. He is being recognized tonight. And then Courtney King, a track and field standout. She is the fourth inductee to be recognized tonight by public address announcer par excellence Chuck Moon. So the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight ongoing at Lakeview. And 14-0 Mercer with the lead over the Sailors. Mercer trying to throw a damper on the home opener in Hall of Fame night, but a long way to go certainly in this one. Chris, you have a cavalcade of scores. You like that word, Sickler? A cavalcade? Ask Mr. Burke about it next time you see him. But you have some scores for us, Chris.
I do, Ryan Briggs, and the ticker continues to roll here. Some good news for our Mercer County teams for the most part. Reynolds is up 16-0 on Maplewood. Wilmington and Hubbard in a good one at Terry Varelli Stadium. It is 14-14 in that one. Farrell rolling over Fort LaBeouf as they're now up 24-3. Yes, Farrell kicked the field goal, so they're up 24-3 on Fort LaBeouf. Cambridge Springs is up 22-0 on Northwestern. Eisenhower storming the beaches of Sagertown. They are up 28-13. Cochranton up 42-13 on Union City. Oil City continuing their impressive work. They're now up 29-7 against Mercyhurst Prep. Northeast continuing to play well, coming off of their win against Grove City. They're up 27-0 on Seneca. Last night, Conneaut got a nice win against Iroquois, 23-13. Girard and Titusville, we like that Girard team, Briggsy. They're up 28-21 on Titusville. Hickory got down 6-0 early to University Prep down at Couples Stadium, but they have scored 2 touchdowns in a row. Hickory up 14-6 on U Prep. Sharon playing really well up at Cathedral Prep. They are up 20-16 in that one. Grove City, I had a feeling that they were going to bounce back. They're up 21-7 at halftime against Fairview. Corey, the Battle of Route 6. They are up 40-0 against Warren.
The Grand Army of the Republic Highway.
That's it, right? Yeah. General McLean up 14-0 on Harbor Creek in an old school Erie County matchup. Mentor, Ohio is up 28-12 on McDowell. Meadville going a long way, or Connellsville going a long way, as Meadville is up 15-7 on Connellsville. Erie plays Garfield Heights tomorrow, as does Slippery Rock and Franklin. And then a game you will have with Coach Hoffman. Greenville and Sharpsville square off on 96-7.
And that's the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, located in the Plaza in Sharpsville, open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. And Chris, I'm excited to call that game tomorrow night for many reasons. I always enjoy working with Colton. You know, certainly no offense to my current partner here, but but always fun to work with Colton too. Sharpsville, Greenville, great rivalry. But also before the game, guess we're gonna get the pregame spread, Lock, Stock, and Barrel.
Very nice. Yes.
So last week we had to listen to Aaron and Darren talk about their fare from the
there wasn't very sensitive of those guys.
So, but I'll get a chance to stop there tomorrow before the game. Who knows? Maybe we'll get something to have home, for late Saturday night, or maybe a Sunday snack as well. But
Yes.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel, they are our sponsor of the halftime update, as well as our Lock, Stock, and Barrel play of the game, and we'll have that in our post game, along with the Reinhardt's Insurance player of the game. That'll be coming up in our post game tonight here at Lakeview, as the mighty Mercer Mustang Marching Machine, the 5M Band, doing its halftime number here at Lakeview High School. And again, just I know it's a question that comes up more so, especially since we've introduced video. And a lot of times people say, hey, we'd like to see the band, we want to hear the band and so forth. And we would like to, but there's a lot of licensing stuff out there now that unfortunately we can't.
Right.
And that's just how it is. I was talking with our good friend Chad Krasinski from WKBN TV the other night, and of course they do TV games on both sides of the border. They have to be very cognizant of those things now too.
Yep.
Even there's some people who develop like AI trying to just get picking up some background music and stuff. It's kind of almost a very squirrely type enterprise, but there's such a just everybody's out there trying to keep their eyes and ears on that, and you certainly don't want people to take advantage or abuse licensing and so forth. But unfortunately, because of the way things are in 2025, we have to be careful, and we apologize for that. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, well said, and needed to be said. And yeah, we definitely we love watching the bands. A lot of
I'm like Gabby Johnson in Blazing Saddles. I said what needed to be said, I guess.
No doubt. I mean, there's certainly we love all the bands and all of their great efforts. But there's all those issues and rights that we have to think about. So yeah, that's why.
Don't forget, after the game, the Warner's Homes and Improvements 5th quarter scoreboard show, as it will be Aaron Byro and Art Shannon with you until 11 o'clock tonight. I believe that Jason the intern, Jason Basil, is also hanging out tonight in the studio. So good to have Jason becoming learning at the heel of the people's champ Art Shannon back there with everything. But those guys will be on until 11 o'clock tonight. And then, of course, as we said, tomorrow, big sports day on Sports Radio 96.7. Starts at 9 a.m. with Coach's Corner, George Abraham, Albert Campman. They'll recap tonight's action, and they'll take a deep look at college football is it at the Division I level. Really gets cranked up. There were a handful of games last night and tonight, and then everything tomorrow. Of course, Texas, Ohio State, number 1 versus 3 at noon, and then games all across or all throughout the day, well into the evening, and they'll have their finger on the pulse of all of that coming up tomorrow at on Sports Radio 96.7, starting at 9 a.m. And then the Pitt Panthers. They will play at noon tomorrow. We'll have it all here on Sports Radio 96.7, Pitt and Duquesne. They will play at Acrisure Stadium.
That's got to be one of the shortest commutes in all of college football. You know, when you think about it, there's literally schools that are 2 miles apart playing each other.
Going from the Bluff to Oakland, and that'll be a noon kick. And the only commute I can think of that's shorter right now is up in New York, Alfred and Alfred State. Right, they're across the street from each other. But that'll be tomorrow of Pitt at noon, and then 6:30 Sharpsville and Greenville coming up to wrap up our Saturday sports coverage with Pittsburgh Pirates, of course, on Sunday. Pirates trailing Boston 2-0 in the 5th tonight up at Fenway Park, as the Buccos looking to play spoiler with the Red Sox, who are in the thick of the American League wild card race. The Mercer band on the field, the Mercer Mustangs have come back. They're making their way to the far sideline. The Lakeview band is staged on the far side as well, so it might be a case of you might, for the second straight week, get to make an American Pie reference about the marching band refusing to yield. But we'll see how all that. 14-0 is our score. Mercer on top. Chris, if you're Lakeview, you've hung in there. You've really withstood some body blows, so to speak. What can Lakeview do to not that Lakeview's out of it, but to really get back into this one?
I mean, I think perhaps one of the things that Lakeview could possibly do is, just kind of get the short passing game going. If they can get Owen Reynolds a little bit of protection, maybe get to, some of their athletes, get Zackrell and Johnson, out into the flat a little bit and to create some space and maybe pick up some first downs. But, really, they're just going to have to find some leverage along that offensive line, maybe some misdirection stuff. But, as of right now, Mercer is just out physicaling them on the line of scrimmage when Lakeview has the football. And that's got to be the change. And the problem is that's a pretty difficult change.
Oh, and not to oversimplify it, but from the standpoint that it's essentially juniors and seniors against freshmen and sophomores.
Correct. Yeah, right. That's a great way to put it. And right, you just look at, just the eye test. How much bigger Mercer is aggregate, the 11 people out there, compared to Lakeview, the aggregate of the 11 people out there. And that's an issue, but these are tough kids. That's the one thing we've seen from this Lakeview football program over the years, and we've certainly seen it tonight. So if they can kind of keep doing their thing, break one, have something go their way, they can get right back in this.
Couple of updates on our Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update. The Reynolds Raiders leading Maplewood 22-0 middle of the third. Reynolds will host Mercer next week in the Region 1 opener. Could be a matchup of 2-0 teams. They've had 2 classics the last 2 years. Reynolds winning 2 years ago at home by a point, winning in triple overtime at Mercer last year, 32-31.
That was great.
That's next week at Reynolds in the league opener for those teams. And Titusville leading Girard 35-28 at the half. Girard, according to our friend Tom Reisenweber, it was tied at 28. Girard gets into field goal range. Bad snap. Titusville picks it up, takes it all the way back to go up 35-28 at the intermission. Titusville will be at Grove City next week in the Region 4 opener for both of those teams. We did that game last year up at Carter Field. That night was longer than an Alaskan winter between two lightning delays and Titusville, really put it to the Eagles that night. But that'll be Grove City, Titusville next week. And, of course, our schedule for next week, we will announce that either Sunday or Monday. But those 2 games we mentioned, I think, certainly are candidates to be on these great airwaves.
Yeah, no question about it. Again, Grove City playing well, at least at last report, up 21-7 against Fairview. A Fairview team that beat Slippery Rock in a barn burner the week before. So, Again, reports of Grove City struggling might have been a little exaggerated. That was just a wild game against Northeast.
And with what Northeast is doing tonight to Seneca,
right?
It could be, maybe there's always every year there's always a surprise team, whether it's locally or up north or wherever. Maybe again, we're 1.5 weeks into this. Maybe Northeast is that team. Had a rough year last year. Right. They don't have huge. Their roster, the Northeast roster, is about 24 guys.
Wow.
But they've got some ball players among that. Carter Crozier scored 4 touchdowns last week against Grove City.
Yeah.
They have some guys. They play. They're tough. They play just a good brand of football, and they could be a factor in 3A up north, considering that obviously Girard is much better, but still unknown.
Right.
Fairview, we don't know much about Fairview.
Yeah, we don't know. Yep.
Fort LaBeouf is good, probably the favorite up there. Harbor Creek, again, I think a lot past Fort LaBeouf, you take the others, throw them in a hat.
Yeah.
And Corey, of course, too.
Corey looks good so far.
Yeah, really lumping Warren tonight, 40-0. Warren struggles continuing, but I think all those teams. It's fascinating. I think it's probably, I would equate it to our local 3As. We have Sheridan, Hickory, and then the other 4. Conneaut, a big win last night to get to 2-0. Slippery Rock, a much improved team.
Yeah.
Grove City, again, as you said, did a lot of good things last week, didn't do quite enough. But, Eagles are certainly going to be in the mix. And then Titusville, a really young team. But if Titusville can get a win tonight, that really could make things really crank up the ante next week.
Yeah, that would be a big win for them. And, the other thing, too, is sometimes when those surprise teams that have a bad season the year before and then all of a sudden they're poised to have a good season, whoever they beat in week 1 or 2, they panic, right? So you think, oh, well, how could you lose to Northeast? And then Northeast goes on and is 7-3 and makes the semifinals or something, and it's like, oh, that wasn't so bad of a loss, right? So
Lakeview Band now on the field for its halftime performances. We've had an extended halftime, to say the least, here at Lakeview as darkness has descended upon the Stoneboro Sandy Lake area. Beautiful night. Temperatures are going to be dropping down into the 40s tonight,
amazing,
Chris.
Yeah.
It feels like September 29th, not August 29th.
I know, yeah, it's amazing. A lot of schools, don't start until Tuesday. I don't start. I mean, I teach at Slippery Rock. We usually start early, but we've, have school construction, so I haven't even started school yet, and here I am wearing a winter coat. Now, just because I'm wearing a winter coat doesn't actually mean it's cold, but it's cold enough.
It's chilly. Our videographer, Clara Cook, she has the letter jacket on tonight, so we got to keep the hands warm out there running the camera. But we appreciate Clara, who was on board with us in basketball a few times last year, and pulling her out tonight and doing a great job. And she's a junior now at Lakeview, right? Hard to believe, junior year already, but she's doing a great job, and always good to see her. And of course, I've known her family for many moons now, but great to work with her, and great to work with all the people here at Lakeview. Ryan Harold, the athletic director, Principal Tracy McBride, her first year as the principal here. Okay. We saw, of course, Coach Burke in the pregame. Chuck Moon here supervising the press box. Coming to Lakeview, it's always we are treated so well here. Great setup. We'll come here any Friday night.
It's like a reunion, right?
In
we
some
come
ways,
up here,
yes.
Yeah, everybody's happy to see us. It's like a reunion, so yeah, no doubt.
Halftime continuing. We're going to take our final halftime break. We'll come back with the third quarter. Lakeview will be kicking off to begin this third quarter. Mercer leading 14-0. Back after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business is a lot of work. But at my bank, I get mobile banking, online bill pay, and the financial advice I need to make the best decisions for my business. My bank is a financial partner I can count on.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The tax team at Reed and Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed and Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed and Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed and Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7, and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. 58.
The winning number is
Kickoff forthcoming from the 35. We'll explain that in a moment. It'll die at the 28, picked up by the Mercer return man. That's Latheris, and he will be hauled down just past the 30-yard line. Greg Liege down there. The kickoff sent downfield by Shearer, and Mercer will have it at the 30. Lakeview flagged for delay of game to start the second half because of the excessively long halftime, and it will be Mercer taking over at the 32. So essentially the penalty, minimal effect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's something that we didn't talk about much at halftime, but Lakeview's special teams has done a few things to keep this game within striking distance, too.
11:57 to go, third quarter. Mercer moving left to right towards the scoreboard. Double wing set. Chiappini under center brings Latheris in motion to give us to Preston Michael up the gut, and he was one shoestring tackle away from going a long way. Cut down, but not before he gets about 6 or 7, as it was Ethan Johnson getting a hold of him. But Michael, you have to think, may get have a bigger role here in the second half.
Yeah, no question. He looked good there, too. Things just kind of parted for him, parting of the Red Seas there. And, yeah, Lakeview very fortunate to get that ankle tackle.
Second down and 5. Chiappini out of the shotgun. We'll give it to Latheris. Sweeping around the left side, cuts inside of a block, gets out across the 40 to the 44-yard line, as he's brought down by Colton Hiles, the defensive tackle. Gain out to the 43, pickup of 6, and Mercer has its 8th first down of the night.
Yeah, just kind of that jet sweep action there as, again, Latheris cut back into the heart of the defense, able to pick up some additional yards there and get a first down.
Latheris, wing right. The wing left, Cody Osborne in for Parker Pushkar. Latheris in motion, give to Michael. Michael winding back towards the middle of the line and runs right into Ethan Johnson. And also in there was Zackrell to make the tackle. Michael picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And nice job by Johnson. Just kind of chopped him down with Zackrell kind of working on him up top there, making sure that he didn't get loose.
Second and 8 at the 45-yard line. In the backfield, Chiappini shotgun. It'll be a quarterback sweeper on left side, running to the short side of the field. Chiappini across the midfield line, knocked out of bounds by Owen Reynolds, but Chiappini picks up a second first down. No, I'm sorry, he's going to be short. Yeah. Needed 8, got about 6 as he was cut down at the Lakeview 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and a long yard upcoming for Mercer.
Owen Reynolds, Ryan Briggs, 5'6", 145. Hitting Ryder Chiappini, 6'3", 210, knocking him backwards and making sure he did not get the yard to gain for the first down.
Reynolds, 20-25 record on the wrestling mat, however. He knows how to get you down.
There it is, yep.
3rd and a long one, give to Michael over right guard. Tiptoes forward, finds a crease. He'll lean forward and pick up the first down. The third down conversion of the night for Mercer. Oh, no, they're going to say the knee was down. I apologize, Chris.
Wow. Yeah, it must have been one of the guys right down the line judge. Maybe saw a knee go down because, yeah, it looked like he had a first down easy there, right?
So it is not a 3rd down conversion. Instead, 4th on a full yard. 9:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Mercer 1 of 1 on 4th down tonight. Chiappini in the shotgun. Siri tight to the left. 4-man front for Lakeview. Chiappini, quarterback sweep over the right side. He is hit, bounces off a man, and looks like on second effort. No, He did not get there.
Wow.
The Lakeview defense holds. Giappini, the knee hit. He was got on second effort, but he was down. And this Lakeview defense that has hung in there all night, a huge stand. Now Lakeview will have excellent field position as well, something that has not happened much tonight.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? And it's all happened right here in this pocket of the game. The fumble, on the goal line, and then the hold on the missed field goal, and now this hold to start the second half. So 3 times in a row, the Lakeview defense with its back against the wall has held.
Mercer's average starting field position tonight has been the Lakeview 47. Lakeview starting at its own 24 on average. This drive starts just shy of midfield. Turn, toss around right end. Zackrell trying to get upfield, and he will get nothing. Surrey in there, number 5, along with Giappini. Pickup of maybe the length of the football, bringing up 2nd and 10 at the 48.
I mean, it's just been, again, trying not to overstate the obvious here, but, it's been tough sledding, kind of running anything up the gut between the tackles because of how big Mercer's defensive line is, and then anything trying to get to the outside, get out to the edge, hasn't worked out for them either. So very, very difficult sledding here for Lakeview's offense.
2nd and 10, and a backwards pass to Zackrell, and he'll be upended for a big loss back at the 42-yard line. Reynolds tossed it to him, and
pass goes to Zackrell.
And
coming in to make the tackle for
Latheris on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down. And we know we have a
loss on the play back near the 42
issue with the video that we will correct in a moment. Loss of 5, 3rd and 15 upcoming, back at the 43.
Yeah, they've certainly been in these 3rd and long situations, it seems like, all night too. So Lakeview offense to the line of scrimmage. Reynolds is going to pitch it to Zackrell. Getting a little bit of traction there, but just not enough as big Alex Latheris, as we've been calling him all night, able to get there and stuff it. And Lakeview, as they have on just about every possession of the evening, will the punt team will come out here for Lakeview. So let's see what Liege can do here. He's been a busy guy, Briggsy.
And this punt, fielded on the run up of the 32, and taking it out close to the 40-yard line was Noah Miller Fry. That was Braden Fry on the run back, and Mercer will have it at the 40. What happened on 3rd down, Chris?
It was a handoff to Zackrell for a gain of 1.
All righty, thank you. And we're all caught up here. Liege's punt was a 24-yarder. The ball at the 40-yard line. 6:46 to go in the 3rd. 14-0 the lead for Mercer.
Yeah, Mercer, you can just see they are just frustrated that they haven't been able to get into the end zone more. And they, offensively, they're kind of playing frustrated.
Double wing set, handoff comes to LaFerris. Around the left side, dodges the man, heads upfield to the midfield line, into Lakeview territory. He'll be driven out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Pickup of 15. Maxwell made the tackle, and not before a pickup of 15 yards for Latheris, who no doubt is going to have a large yoke of responsibility here in the second half with Pushkar sideline.
Yeah, and he's played really well. He again, I love the way he runs. He can get between the tackles and get downhill, and he's also really good on those kind of jet sweep action plays where he's getting to the outside trying to get to the edge.
Cash Flores wide right, Surrey tight left. Double wing set, Miller Fry in motion from wing left. Handoff goes to Preston Michael over right guard, and Michael will get perhaps a yard. Ran right into the teeth of the defense. Ethan Johnson in on the stop along with Jacob Barczyk. And no gain for Preston Michael on his 5th carry of the night. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 45. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, Mercer scored a touchdown in the 1st quarter, then one more in the 2nd. Mustangs had a couple of other opportunities that went by the wayside. Now 2nd and 10 at the Lakeview 45. Glaister will deploy wide right. Chiappini in the shotgun, double wing set with Michael to his right. And the handoff comes around the left side for Latheris, and he's chopped down by Ethan Johnson. Pickup of a couple. Ethan Johnson having himself a fine night at linebacker.
He really is. He's made those really tough on an island kind of plays out on the edge. And boy, I tell you what, you can tell like there's just certain things about teams that they emphasize and work on. Lakeview does a great job tackling. They tackle low, they tackle fundamental, and they're kind of some of the physical deficiencies that they have, they make up for with great fundamentals on D.
3rd and 8. Osborne in as a wing to the left. Chiappini rolling right, flag on the play, throwing it downfield, caught by Latheris, and he's going to have enough for the first down, but the flag came out right at the snap. You have to think that this one may be coming back.
Yeah, that's 99 times out of 100. That's on the offense for something right at the snap or pre-snap.
It'll be the 8th flag of the night on Mercer if it is on the Mustangs. Illegal motion.
Ugh.
And all 8 penalties have been of that classification. Formation, motion, false start.
Right. Yeah, sprinkle in a delay of game in there too. So it's not been a frustrating night for this offense that has just absolutely dominated.
You had the delay of game on the field goal attempt.
Right.
So now 3rd and 13 back to the 48. It would have been a first down on the completion. Instead, 3rd and 13. Mercer 2 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Double wing set. Michael the fullback. Latheris in motion from wing right. Chiappini back to pass. Under some pressure now rolling right. Chiappini looking. Cuts back to his left. Chiappini upfield to the 40. Chiappini stiff arm on Reynolds. Chiappini to the 35. Another stiff arm. Chiappini drags him down to the 20-yard line. Chiappini a pickup of 28 on the scramble.
Yeah. That's your guy. That's your quarterback. That's your leader putting his team on his back right there and saying somebody needs to make a play. It's going to be me, as he just sloughed off a bunch of defenders and then got out to the edge and outran some people and then one last stiff arm to pick up the last couple of yards.
Takes it to the 20-yard line. Mercer has returned to the McCandless Red Zone, your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle needs in Mercer and Meadville. 1st and 10 at the 20. Latheris in motion from wing right. He'll get the handoff around the left side. Latheris to the 15. And a flag comes in from the back judge at the end of the play. Charles Carlo in on the tackle.
Maybe a hold there as Latheris got around to the edge.
And we'll see. This would be the first, I guess, blocking infraction of the night in terms of hold or block in the back, and this is a hold. It's going to be marked off 10 yards from the spot, which will be about the 18. It's going to be 1st and long upcoming for Lakeview, or for Mercer, excuse me.
Yeah, they just cannot kind of get out of their way. Like I said, they have just absolutely statistically dominated this game. But between the penalties and then the fumble at the goal line and then the pre-snap penalty that moved the field goal attempt 5 yards back. Yeah, just a frustrating night, even though they've dominated.
1st and 19 at the 29. The penalty stepped off from the 19. Chiappini back to pass. Chiappini off his back foot, throws it downfield, and it is caught by Latheris on a comeback. He'll get some of the penalty yardage back. Down at the 23, pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Oof. Looked like Owen Reynolds was right there for possibly an interception that he would have returned a long way. But Latheris kind of just out-sprinted him to the football there, like a basketball play. 2 guys going for the rebound. The guy that had the better angle gets it. So Mercer will come to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 13 play.
Chiappini in the shotgun. Chiappini back to pass, throwing it downfield, incomplete. Had Latheris open behind the defense, but couldn't bring it in. It's now 3rd and 13 with 2:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, apologize, our video stream, we have it back up. It's something with a power source that we're fighting with here, but hopefully we can maybe address it further during the 4th quarter, the third quarter to fourth quarter break. But the audio's been good, and when the video's been on, we've been okay. But we apologize for that. But as the Eagles sang, it's been one of these nights. 3rd and 13. Chiappini back to pass, throws it downfield, incomplete. Looking for Osborne, and good coverage. Ethan Johnson swatting it down, and it's now 4th down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you can see Chiappini just kind of throwing it off of his back foot under heavy pressure by Wyatt Maxwell, and then very fortunate that that ball wasn't picked off.
4th and 13, offense stays out there. Mercer moving right to left, leading 14-0. Suri will be a tight end to the right. Glaster deploys wide left. Latheris slot left. Miller Fry wing to the left. Chiappini on 4th and 13. Rolling left. Looking. Chiappini trying to outrun the pursuit. He'll get to the 20 and down close to the 15, but he will be short. And again, the Lakeview defense holds, and it will be Lakeview taking over on downs at its own 15-yard line.
Yeah, and again, Mercer, it looked like when Chiappini picked up the long first down there, that's all right. The Mustangs are finally going to get a little bit of traction here, get another score on the board, but, a couple of penalties and push them back. And then Lakeview's defense, we've just kind of seen how they stiffen up. And once again, Sailors get the offense off the field.
First down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Chiappini's scramble comes up short. Sailors moving left to right. Sailors looking for their first down of the night. The give is to Reynolds as a new quarterback has taken over. Reynolds, who played some tailback last year while being the backup quarterback. And Reynolds, a short gain on the play. The new quarterback in for Lakeview is Jaden Meyer, a freshman, and sometimes when you're sputtering like this, you've got to shake up the recipe.
Right, and it's certainly not because Owen Reynolds wasn't doing a good job at quarterback. It's that they want to get him to another position where they have better blocking for him to run.
Zackrow, who was the tailback, is now wide right. Remington Marsh is the tailback. 2nd and 10. And it's going to be Reynolds back at quarterback. He will bootleg around the right side, get out to the 25, the 26. He is popped out there by Chiappini. Reynolds looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Indeed, he does. He paid for it, but a 10-yard pickup for Reynolds, and Lakeview gets its first down of the night with 1:44 to go in the third.
That's an amazing statistic. Yeah, Reynolds paid for it. He is coming out. Good for Lakeview, who continues to kind of pick up traction, pick up momentum.
And then we got the Lakeview students here and the guy with the Mercer flag running among them, and everybody getting getting in a dither down below us. 1st and 10. Handoff on the right side will go to Remington Marsh, and Marsh will get perhaps a yard on that carry. Remington Marsh's first carry of the night. We've seen him on special teams. And in fact, it's going to be no gain.
Yeah,
under a minute to go in the third.
You have a unique situation here at Lakeview in that there's only one side for the stand. So you got the Mercer kids and the Lakeview kids.
And I'm sure many of them know each other.
Oh, yeah.
Schools connected by U.S. Route 62. Both districts are somewhat sizable, too.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 26. Turn by Meyer, give us to Reynolds, and Reynolds is pancaked down back at the 25-yard line. Kyle Suri in there along with Cody Osborne. Osborne putting together a nice night out of the bullpen, if you will. Loss of 1. It's 3rd and 11 as we've reached the final 15 seconds of the third quarter. Lakeview does not have to run a play. It does not appear that the Sailors are going to do so.
Suri is on my I don't want to get hit by him team.
That's a long list these days, though.
Yeah, that sure is. It's getting longer each year. Yeah.
14-0 Mercer with the lead. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business is a lot of work. But at my bank, I get mobile banking, online bill pay, and the financial advice I need to make the best decisions for my business. My bank is a financial partner I can count on.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
We are back on Sports Radio 96.7 as we are ready to start this fourth quarter. 14-0. Mercer has the lead. But Lakeview facing a 3rd and 11, trying to stay on the field, Briggsy.
Teams change ends. Lakeview now moving right to left. Black tops, black pants, white numbers and letters, white and red trim. Black helmets, Mercer and the whites. Navy numbers and letters outlined in light blue, navy, and Carolina blue trim, and the light blue helmets for the Mustangs. 3rd and 11. Backs are in the eye, and the handoff comes to Liege. On an end around, Leisure on the 35, or out past the 30 out to the 35, and Gregory Liege on his first carry of the night is very close to a first down.
Yeah, that's, I mean, when your offense has struggled, like Lakeview has both last week and now tonight, trying to find some people that, it's like an audition, right? An audition for people that can make a play. And Liege sticking his hat in the ring, so to speak.
He gets 10 on 3rd and 11, so he's a yard short, and Lakeview will go for it. Lakeview now 0 for 8 on 3rd down. Sailors need a full yard, working right to left, ball in the middle of the field. With 11:52 to go in the fourth, Mercer leading 14-0. Backs are in the eye behind Reynolds. Turn, gives to Marsh. Marsh over the right side, has the first down. Gets the necessary yardage and a couple of more, and Lakeview converts on 4th and short. Sailors had been 0 for 8 on 3rd down, 0 for 1 on 4th down, but they get 4 yards there and keep the drive alive.
Yeah.
You can just see the confidence in this offensive line.
Right. The confidence is growing. They're getting a little bit of rhythm offensively. And you can see the frustration factor for Mercer that they should be winning this game 42-0, and they're just frustrated.
Marsh, the carrier, out around the right end.
Yeah, that was
Marsh around the right side, gets it across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Picks up 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sorry, I was doing my analysis before the play was called. So, yeah, but just going to say pretty good blocking out on the edge there by Lakeview. Maybe even though it was only a 3-yard gain, maybe the best edge play they've had all game.
2nd down and 6 at the 43-yard line. This is the 8th play of the drive. Longest drive of the night for Lakeview. Matches the longest drive of the night by either team. And the give over the right side, or left side, excuse me, is to Marsh. And he's going to lose a yard or so.
Yeah, Lefthera saying, remember me? Just kind of jumping in there and blowing that play up. That big freshman for Mercer is a mountain of a man.
Davis.
Yes.
Third and 7 at the 42. 10 minutes to go, fourth quarter. High backfield again. Carlo, the fullback, and Reynolds pass. It's intercepted. No, not intercepted. Fry had it, looked like he was able to hang on to it going to the ground, but no, it is incomplete. But he looked like the intended receiver.
Right.
The receiver and quarterback certainly not on the same page.
Right, and again, it would have been a great catch for the interception, but again, if you're Mercer, you just keep thinking how many opportunities. That probably would have been a pick 6 if he'd hung on to it. Here we go. They're going to go for it again, Briggs.
4th and 7. This will be the 10th play of the drive. A drive that's used 4.5 minutes. Julian Zackrell wide right. Backs are in the eye behind Reynolds on 4th and 7. And it will be delay of game. Lakeview took too much time. And now it becomes 4th and 12 back at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that one, you know, sometimes when you see a delay a game, you usually think, oh, the coach didn't get the play in fast enough. The guys weren't hustling to get to the line of scrimmage. That time I just think they weren't really kind of in tune with how much time was left on the clock. Yeah, I mean, it's down to 15 again already here.
Exeter resets to 25 after the penalty.
Yeah.
It's at 10 as the Sailors break the huddle. 4th and 12. Lakeview has to get to midfield. Reynolds rolling right. Reynolds is going to run. Reynolds is going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. Ryder Chiappini, the free safety, in run support to make the tackle. Reynolds, a nice gain, but comes up 4 yards short, and the Mercer defense holds as the Mercer quarterback and safety Chiappini gets the Lakeview quarterback safety Owen Reynolds, and Mercer will take over in Lakeview territory with 9:47 to go, still leading 14-0.
Yeah, the two of them have had they've gotten a couple pops on each other all night. The two quarterbacks that also play defense and play defense well.
Update from New Wilmington. Wilmington has forged a 21-all tie with Hubbard. 10:46 to go in regulation there.
What a great game.
Letheris in motion from wing right to give us to Preston Michael, the fullback. Michael will slam forward for a couple of yards into the middle of the line. Down to the 42, be 2nd and 7.
Certainly if you're Mercer, you know, again, you might be inclined to sort of, you know, be in a little bit of a hurry because you feel like you've missed some opportunities to put some points on the board. But at this point, you know, Mercer could certainly go into that kind of chew-up clock, get first downs mode, and, you know, not leave Lakeview with a whole lot of time.
2nd and 8, give us to Letheris over the left side. He's the 35, and he'll have what appears to be first down yardage. Across the 35 to the 34-yard line, Alex Letheris, 79 yards now tonight. Mercer as a team, 206 rushing yards. It's been a group effort.
Yeah.
Letheris 79, Chiappini 65, Pushkar with 50 in the first half.
Yeah, and that's, you said it. You said that in the pregame. Kind of just a four-headed monster that, and all of the guys can hurt you.
Preston Michaels added a dozen yards along with the first touchdown of the night. He's the deep back on 1st and 10 at the 33. Check that. It's Noah Miller-Fry who gets his first carry of the night. He's across the 25. And he's going to be stacked up and pushed out of bounds on the far sideline inside the McCandless Ford red zone. Michael Stroll there on the stop, but Noah Miller-Fry, who is a backup quarterback, but you know, as we saw the Lakeview starting quarterback Owen Reynolds playing tailback, and now we see the backup quarterback for Mercer, Noah Miller-Fry, getting some run at fullback, and he picks up 15.
Yeah, he's an athlete. You can tell. Really kind of shifty and can make those quick cutbacks.
The ball at the 18, Mercer, once again into the McCandless Ford red zone. Double wing set, Letheris in motion. He'll get the handoff trying to sweep over the left side, and he's going to be hit and driven back. Wyatt Maxwell, the first one there for the Lakeview defense. And looks like Mercer's going to exit the McCandless Ford red zone, thanks in part to young Maxwell down there, who's had a very active game tonight along the defensive line.
He's the guy you don't want to run into, right? I mean, he's the guy that if you don't block him, if you don't account for him, or if you try to get out to the edge and he's out there, he's going to wrap you up, and he's 5'11", 230, and plays with an edge.
2nd and 14, back at the 22-yard line. Clock down to 8:17 in the 4th. 14-0, Mercer on top. Two receivers and a wing to the right. Letheris is the wing. Preston Michael back in at fullback. Chiappini keeps it on the option. Ryder Chiappini to the 20, and he'll be spun down at the 17-yard line. Jackson Vincent finished him off. The initial hit from Ethan Johnson. And After a brief hiatus, Mercer back into the McCandless Ford red zone. It'll be 3rd and 9, close to 10 from the 18-yard line. Call it the 17 officially.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, they maybe could think about adding a Jaden Amos field goal from here, but you'd almost have to think they want to keep the offense out there and burn up as much of this clock as they can. So probably 2-down territory if they don't pick up the first down here.
They tried to field goal from similar length in the first half. Play clock down at 5, 3rd and 9. Chiappini brings a man in motion. It's Osborne. Give us to Preston Michael on a delay over the right side, and he'll get to the 13-yard line.
Preston Michael, the ball carrier, brought down by Shearer.
And timeout. And did Lakeview take time? Yes, the Sailors take a timeout with 7:11 to go. It'll be 4th down and about 4.5 yards from Mercer when we come back. What will the Mustangs do? We'll find out when we come back. 14-0 Mercer leads on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
4th down and call it 5 for Mercer to Lakeview 13. And the offense stays on the field for the Mustangs. 7:11 to go, 14-0 Mercer with the lead. Ryder Chiappini, senior quarterback, will come under center. Lotharis swing to the right, Osborne to the left. Braden Fry wide right on the short side of the field. Preston Michael, the fullback. Long count, and Lakeview jumped. And that's going to be 5 yards and enough for the first down if it's on Lakeview.
Yeah, what do we got here?
It's on Mercer, false start.
Wow. Oh. Yeah, I'm not making that noise at the call. I'm making the noise at the incredulity of another one of those penalties on Mercer.
10th flag of the night for 54 yards on Mercer. The ball goes back to the 18. It's now 4th and 10. Wow. Certainly looked like there were a couple Lakeview guys in the neutral zone, but they were drawn off.
They were drawn off, yeah. I mean, it's going to be, if Mercer hangs on and wins, I still don't think it's going to be a very fun week at practice for Mercer.
4th and 10 now. Osborne in motion from wing left. Chiappini back to pass. Chiappini is hit, gets away from Johnson. Rolling left, giving ground, stiff arm on Maxwell. Now cutting back to his right, and he is going to be sacked back outside the 20-yard line. Xander Johnson finishes him off, and again, the Lakeview defense, another gallant effort to keep the Sailors alive with 7 minutes to go in regulation.
Yeah, I mean, again, sometimes you can, as an analyst, people kind of roll their eyes when you use words like heart and guts and those kinds of things, because everybody's playing with heart and guts out there, right? But this Lakeview defense, its play has been inspiring. Just kind of hanging in there, making plays, really toughening up on 3rd and 4th down. And
the bulk of the game has been played inside the Lakeview 40.
It's unbelievable, right? Yeah.
Lakeview takes over 1st and 10 at its own 22-yard line. 6:59 to go. Carlo, the up back in the eye. Reynolds, pass near side, caught by Lige. Lige dodging one man. He'll be drilled at the 24-yard line. Second completion of the night for Reynolds. First that went for positive yardage.
Yeah. Lige maybe would have been better off just trying to continue to sprint out to the edge. He tried to cut back and right into the heart of the Mercer defense.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9 at the 23 with 6:30 to go. Don't forget, after the game, Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game. That'll be the Warner's Homes and Improvements 5th quarter scoreboard show until 11 o'clock tonight with Aaron Biro and Art Shannon. Art doing a great job producing our game tonight. Second down, handoff will go on inside counter to the wingman Liege, and Liege gets to the 25, but flags fly in, face mask. That very well could be a 15-yarder, Chris.
Yeah. You can see Liege's kind of helmet snap. So, yeah, again, Lakeview, 6:05 to go. If you were here for the first quarter of this game and you left because you thought Mercer was going to run away with it, just a lot of mistakes by Mercer and a whole lot of just guts and heart by this Lakeview team. They are still in this football game with 6:05 to go.
It is a personal foul face mask. That's a 15-yarder, of course, and the ball will go out to the 40-yard line. I should call it the 41 is where it will be put down. 11 penalties, 69 yards tonight on Mercer.
First down and 10,
The ball at the 41. Clock stopped with 6:01 to go in regulation. Baxter in the eye. Toss to Marsh. Marsh trying to get outside, gets a block. Marsh cuts back to his left. He's the 45. Remington Marsh in to Mercer territory, close to the first down. Remington Marsh, the young guy, getting an opportunity and making the most of it.
5'9", 156. But yeah, he scoots out there. I talked about Mitchelltree from Wilmington. We certainly remember Lakeview's coach, Blake Reddick, doing that, and that's kind of what he looked like out there. So, yeah, you talked about it being early, and sometimes, a guy that you didn't even think about was going to be your playmaker becomes that.
Ball just past midfield, enough for the first down. Fourth first down of the night for Lakeview, second on this drive. High backfield, gives to Marsh again. He is hit, and he'll be stacked up. He'll lose a yard, maybe two, as a wall of white jerseys in there. Parker Barish leading the way, along with Brennan Davis, Leno's tackle.
Davis and King making the stop.
Loss of one back to the midfield line. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 50 as we come up on the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, that interior for Mercer is just huge, and that again it's Lakeview's picking up a little traction here offensively in this fourth quarter, but still the story of the game has been the Mercer defense.
2nd and 11 from the 50. Reynolds back to pass. Reynolds looking, throwing the ball downfield, looking for Zackrell, makes the catch to 25. Zackrell 20, 10, 5, touchdown Lakeview. Julian Zackrell, a 50-yard touchdown catch and run. It's 14-6 with 4:37 to go.
Wow. Just almost that little pop pass over the middle. Fake handoff, nice play action. Nice ball delivered by Reynolds, and then Zackrell showing off that speed. Just beat everybody to the end zone. So here we go.
14-6 now with 4:37 to go. 50 yards. The drive, 5 plays, 78 yards. It uses 2:22, and Lakeview will go for 2.
Oh, wow.
First touchdown of the season for the Sailors.
Nice.
Play clock at 14. Zackrell, who caught the touchdown, goes wide right. Marsh, the deep back in the eye behind fullback Carlo. Liege wing right. And confusion in the backfield as Reynolds, the quarterback, ran into fullback Carlo. And the 2-point conversion fails. And thus it remains 14-6 with 4:37 to go. Lakeview on the board within a touchdown. We'll come back with a kickoff and more fourth quarter action after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep, or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
From the Shell Restoration Studios at shellrestoration.com. This is Sports Radio 96.7. Sports Radio 96.7. WLLF FM Mercer, a Cumulus media station. The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
14-6, Lakeview on the board, 4:37 to go. Sailors will kick off. It'll be Shearer to send it downfield. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. Art Shannon producing our game. Seclara Cook, our videographer on our Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook live video. Our video coverage brought to you in part tonight by American Legion Post 299 of Sharon. We'll get you an update on the Sharon Tigers in a moment. A lot of drama throughout District 10 tonight.
Yeah.
Shearer on the run-up. It's an onside kick attempt. It's bouncing around and recovered by Mercer, but the play is blown dead. Lakeview was offsides. So a break actually for the Sailors. They can try it again if they want to.
Right.
Penalty 5 yards. They'll go back to the 35 now. A rare time where the umpire gets to give the penalty call.
He did so with great vigor.
Oh, now Joe Lombardi at the other end also giving it. So Joe didn't want to be shown up.
Oh, no, right.
But not before, or the kickoff will come from the 35. Mercer has 9 men positioned between the Lakeview 45 and the Mercer 40-yard line. Oh, kickoff coming again. And they'll try it again. Skipping around, and it is recovered by Mercer as C.J. Hartman, who recovered the last one that didn't count. That one does count, and Mercer has it at the Lakeview 45 with 4:36 to go.
Yeah, C.J. Hartman's like, I wear 55, but I can go back there and dive and make a catch on a bouncing football. So, good job by Hartman both times.
First down and 10.
Ball will be put at the 45. Lakeview, 2 timeouts left.
4:36 remaining in the game.
14-6 is our score. Lakeview has hung around all night. Essentially, in a boxing vernacular, going the distance.
Going the distance, right. Just absorbing punches, but hanging in there.
Power eye right. It'll be Cipini, the quarterback, keeping it on a sneak. He'll get about 4 to the 41-yard line. Ethan Johnson on another tackle.
I don't want to make it sound like there's, a bunch of saints out there. But I love how both teams, you can tell they're coached to put a hand out to pick up, the guy that they tackled. Both teams, I've seen them do that multiple times tonight. Love it.
It'll be power eye left this time. Deep back is Latheris. Play clock at 5, under 4 minutes to go in regulation. Toss goes to Latheris, trying to get around the left side. Cutting back over left tackle, lowers the shoulder, and gets close to the first down marker. He's about a yard short.
Latheris, the ball carrier, off the left side.
Looks like Carlo in on the tackle. The freshman, fullback linebacker wearing 33 out there. That's definitely a throwback look for Charles Carlo out there.
Yeah, he's played really well. I mean, again, Briggsy, 14 years old playing in a varsity football game. That's
now 3rd and a yard at the 36. 3:18 to go, clock rolling. Probably be under 3 minutes to go by the time this play concludes. Cipini under center. Power eye right. Turn, handoff is to Latheris. Up the gut. He is hit, keeps the legs moving, but he's going to be short.
Yep.
The Lakeview defense, Maxwell in there, Zackrell, and others. It will be 4th down and a yard. Timeout Lakeview with exactly 3 minutes to go in regulation. 4th and a yard upcoming for Mercer. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with 4th and short. Mercer clinging to a 14-6 lead at Lakeview on Sports Radio 96.7.
Your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
4th and a yard for Mercer at the Lakeview 36. Exactly 3 minutes to go in regulation. Mercer with an 8-point lead, 14-6.
Yeah, here we go. Maybe play of the game here.
Double tight set, power eye right. Latheris the deep back. Cipini under center. He'll keep it on a sneak. And the pile moves to the 35 and not much further, but it is enough for the first down. And I think the Lakeview sideline, a couple of the coaches, they wanted to flag. It looked like one of the guys in the backfield started a tick early, Chris.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Instead, it's a pickup of 2. Down to 2:50 to go, and Lakeview's still a timeout, but perhaps one more first down, but more or less sew it up for Mercer.
Right. Yeah. Again, I oftentimes I'm sort of wrong by my early game judgment of things, but the fact that we're still sitting here with 2 minutes to go in this game, on the edge of our seats, I was not anticipating that the way the first quarter went.
Play clock down to 6. Power I right. Turn, give us to Latheris. Latheris over the right side, cuts back into the middle of the pile, gets to the 30, and is finally brought to the turf at the 28. He'll pick up 6 more. Latheris now 87 yards tonight. He's the game's leading rusher.
He's had a nice night.
Certainly thrown his hat in the ring for the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. We'll have that in our post game as we turn under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 14-6 the lead for Mercer. Lakeview still with 1 timeout remaining. Surrey tight to the right. Sable tight to the left. Power I left, toss to Latheris. Latheris around the left side, bouncing outside. The number spins, and he's going to be cut down at the 24, but he'll have enough for the first down. Latheris knew where he had to get to, and he does, and that may do it. A minute 30 to go, and the clock winds.
Yeah, Latheris, again, just tough running. He's just kind of been the dude all night for this Mercer offense. That, again, has been really frustrated by penalties and mistakes, but they've certainly done enough here to get this win.
Double tight set, power I right. Down to a minute 6 to go. Cipini under center. Turn, give to Latheris. Latheris over the right side. Keeps the legs churning. Lakeview trying to strip the ball. The pile pushes forward, and Latheris then goes down to 19, and Lakeview will take its final timeout with 51 seconds to go. I believe just a couple of knees would do it. Lakeview takes its final timeout, 51 seconds to go. We'll take a 30-second break, come back with the finish on Sports Radio 96.7.
Cardiology Care, Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants, part of Meadville Medical Center, is here for you. Serving Mercer County and Ohio, our expert providers offer dedicated heart health services at 2999 Innovation Way in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, and 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. For appointments, call 724-983-1800 for Hermitage or 330-269-1916 for Hubbard. More info at nmchs.org. Choose Shenango Valley Cardiology Consultants.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
51 seconds to go. Second down and about 5.5 for Mercer. Lakeview's taken its final timeout. 14-6, Mercer the lead. Mustangs closing in on a 2-0 start.
Also want to thank Peter and Shane Scott, David and Anna James for doing the game ball tonight. In honor of senior Ellen Rand.
Power I backfield, double tight set. The turn, the handoff goes to Noah Miller Fry over the left side. He'll maybe lose half a yard. Mercer will have to snap it one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, oof. I mean, again, I appreciate the idea of getting guys carries, but I don't think I would have handed that ball off.
There's a stoppage for equipment. The Lakeview guy had to come out. Now they'll wind the clock. Game clock at 25, play clock at 20. Now looks like we're going to see the victory formation. Chiappini will come under center. Bryce Fury takes a knee, and that will do it. A hard-fought battle tonight here in Stoneboro, and the Mercer Mustangs will head back down U.S. Route 62. With a 14-6 victory, the Mustangs are 2-0.
Yeah, just a, kind of a hard-working, gritty effort by both teams. But Mercer was really dominant offensively on the stat sheet, able to punch a couple of scores in early on and get a nice rivalry win.
Final score, 14-6. Mercer wins it. We'll come back with a post game after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Grade, roofing, siding, decks, and all of your exterior needs are expertly handled by Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group. Trust Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group to provide a customized solution that meets your specific needs and preferences. They are an A+ rated BBB company and offer Uniflex silicone roof coating systems. With a 5-star rating, their commitment to quality is unmatched. Visit Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding today at pennohiorc.com.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School, where tonight the Mercer Mustangs pull out a 14-6 win over the Lakeview Sailors. Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch with you tonight. Art Shannon back in the studio. We had Clara Cook on our video camera tonight. Our video stream on Sports Radio 96.7, brought to you tonight by American Legion Post 299 in Sharon. 14-6 is the final. We'll come back with a scoring recap and stats. Don't forget, we also have our post-game awards coming up here on Sports Radio 96.7.
American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
When the finest cuts of meat combine with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Saving lives means staying informed. Knowing the dangers of using counterfeit prescription pills can help those you care about and keep our community safe. Do your part. Take the first step today. Visit GetSmartAboutDrugs.com to access education, prevention, and treatment resources. Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are deadly. Be their protector. Be informed.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health, Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop overdose. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
We are back here at Lakeview High School tonight, where Mercer holds off Lakeview 14-6. Mercer scored in each of the first two quarters. 6:05 mark of the first quarter. Preston Michael, 3-yard touchdown run, capping an 8-play, 40-yard drive that used 3:39. Jaden Amos, with the first of his two PATs, made it 7-0. And then 43 seconds into the second quarter, Parker Pushkar with an 8-yard touchdown run, capping a 4-play, 25-yard drive. It used a minute 26, and it was 14-0 Mercer. Mercer had chances to extend the lead in the second quarter, but the Mustangs fumbled at the Lakeview 3, and then later on a field goal at the end of the half came up short, and thus it remained 14-0. No scoring in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, Lakeview able to break through. Julian Zackrell, 50-yard catch and run from Owen Reynolds, capping a 5-play, 78-yard drive. The drive used 2 minutes, 22 seconds. It was 14-6. The two-point conversion, no good. But Mercer recovered the subsequent onside kick and was able to burn up the final 4 minutes and 36 seconds in this one. Looking at the team stats, Mercer tonight, 248 rushing yards, 15 passing yards. Mercer, 263 yards on 57 plays. Mustangs finished with 14 first downs. Lakeview, 40 rushing yards, 49 passing yards. The Sailors end up with 89 yards on 38 plays. 5 first downs, all in the second half. Individually for Mercer, quarterback Ryder Chiappini, 2 of 6 for 15 yards. Parker Pushkar, a 9-yard catch. Alex Letheris, a 6-yard catch. Letheris, 19 carries, 96 yards to lead the way. Chiappini, 16 carries for 72 yards. Pushkar, 6 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown before leaving with an injury late in the first half, and he did not return. Preston Michael, 7 carries for 16 yards and a score. Noah Miller-Fry ran twice for 14 yards. For Lakeview, quarterback Owen Reynolds, 3 of 7 for 49 yards and a touchdown. Julian Zackrell, a 50-yard catch. Gregory Lige, a 1-yard catch. Carson Matheson, who also left due to injury in the second half, 1 catch for -2 yards. Remington Marsh led Lakeview, 6 carries for 16 yards. Lige, 2 carries for 13 yards. Reynolds ran 9 times for 11 yards. Mercer, as we said, outgained Lakeview 263-89. Mercer a 26-43 to 21-17 edge in time of possession. Mercer 3 of 11 on third down. Lakeview 0 of 9. Mercer 11 penalties for 69 yards. 4 flags, 16 yards for Lakeview. It's Mercer getting the win 14-6. We'll take our final break, and we'll come back with the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Call Reinhardt's Insurance, 724-342-2291. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
My son Colin, he just turned 19. He bought Xanax off of social media, and it was laced with fentanyl, and he never woke up.
We're in the midst of a fentanyl crisis. We're seeing substances, marijuana, cocaine, Xanax pressed with fentanyl. Fentanyl is extremely potent. One pill pressed with fentanyl is enough to kill you.
Contact Mercer County Behavioral Health, Inc. in Mercer, PA at 724-662-2230. Brought to you by the Hermitage PA Rotary Club and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Looking for compassionate, affordable health care? Sharon Community Health Center provides high-quality medical services to all, regardless of insurance coverage or financial status. Sharon Community Health Center's experienced professionals offer comprehensive care, from routine checkups to specialized treatment. Sharon Community Health Center is committed to removing barriers and making healthcare accessible for everyone in our community. Call 724-347-5529 or visit sharonchc.org to learn more and schedule your appointment today.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
Back here one final time at Lakeview High School, where tonight Mercer pulls out a 14-6 win at Lakeview. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. And Chris, we, of course, talked, we went through the offensive stats and so forth. A couple defensive numbers for Mercer. Alex Lotheris, 2 sacks. Xander Johnson for Lakeview with a sack. Owen Reynolds, a fumble recovery for Lakeview. This Lakeview defense tonight had its back against the wall pretty much from the opening kick tonight for the entire 48 minutes. And, again, you think, well, 263 yards allowed, but took 57 plays to get that. The Lakeview defense, this young team overall, again, Lakeview's 0-2, but league play coming up. They're certainly going to have some games where they're going to have, definitely some winnable games. This team grew up a lot tonight.
Yes.
We always talk about the improvement from week 1 to week 2. There were a lot of teams that made improvements from week 1 to week 2. Lakeview, the list of teams that had a greater improvement is going to be a short list compared to what Lakeview from last week to this week.
Yeah, you and I are thinking the exact same way about this. Yeah, this Lakeview team. They showed an incredible amount of just toughness and physicality. And I know people are going to say, people driving home listening, well, wait a minute, Mercer out-physicaled them the whole night. But, they were kind of fought back. At first it looked like, oh, boy, this much bigger, much older Mercer team is kind of manhandling them. But they just, they kind of like, all right, so this is what varsity football is. And, they fought back. They got a little feisty, got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. And, okay, so this is what it takes to play football at this level. And, again, they made a big leap tonight.
The Mercer defense stout again, though, tonight holding Lakeview to 89 yards, no first downs in the first half. This Mercer team, they have the big 3 up front, 4 strong linebackers. Parker Pushkar going out with an injury, which, we don't know about the long-term with that. We hope it's not as bad as what it maybe looked. And then a secondary with some athletes, a thumper at safety in Chipini. This Mercer defense is going to give a lot of offenses trouble here over the next 7-8 weeks.
No, there's no doubt about it. I mean, I think what we're going to see from this Mercer team is when they play teams that they're maybe certainly as talented as or a little bit more talented. The offense is going to be tough to stop, and it's going to be tough to move the football on them. And then when they play the teams that maybe have a little bit more talent than them, they are going to really hang in there on defense and could easily, find themselves in the upper echelon of that region.
14-6, our final. Mercer wins it. Time now for the lock, stock, and barrel play of the game. And it's not always that the team that comes out on the short end gets the play of the game, but the way this one kind of unfolded tonight, that's how it works out. Julian Zackrell, 50-yard catch and run from Owen Reynolds with 4:37 to go. It was the play Lakeview had been looking for all night. Yeah. The Sailors got it. Two of the very few seniors in the lineup for the Sailors coming up with a big play to get Lakeview within striking distance.
Yeah, but that was that 14-0 Mercer for a long, long time. Mercer squandering several chances to score, and then Lakeview gets the ball and still struggling. But then, all of a sudden, Reynolds hits that pop pass to Zackrell, and Zackrell out-sprints everybody into the end zone. And you could see it was like the silence in the stands, even on the Lakeview side, like, wait a minute, we are in this game. And, there's no question. Just a couple of short touchdowns to cap off drives for Mercer really were the only kind of plays that would have been in there. But that play by Lakeview, that was one of the greater plays you'll see in a game like this, ever.
Tonight's lock, stock, and barrel play of the game, the 50-yard touchdown pass in the fourth quarter from Owen Reynolds to Julian Zackrell. And that play will be entered into our lock, stock, and barrel play of the year competition. And at the end of the year, we will recognize one of our plays of the game as the lock, stock, and barrel play of the year. And the play of the year's football program will be awarded a cash donation courtesy of Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. To see the list and or to listen to the audio of all of our plays of the game, you can go to sportsradio967.com and click High School Sports. Congratulations to Owen Reynolds and Julian Zackrell. Their 50-yard touchdown pass in the fourth quarter is tonight's Lock, Stock, and Barrel play of the game. And that award, as always, powered by Landmark Information Services. And now for the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game Award. Reinhardt's Insurance is pleased to present the Player of the Game Award to Mercer senior halfback linebacker Alex Letheris. 96 rushing yards tonight, 2 sacks on defense to help lead that defensive effort. He is the Reinhardt's Player of the Game. And in conjunction with Sports Radio 96.7, Reinhardt's Insurance is proud to honor Alex Letheris of Mercer for being named the Player of the Game. He has received a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Laundryman in Hermitage for being named the Player of the Game. For more information, you can go to thelaundryman.com. Money will also be placed into a scholarship fund in the name of Alex Letheris. At the end of the 25-26 sports season, one area student athlete will be awarded the Reinhardt's Insurance Student Athlete Scholarship. For more details, go online to sportsradio967.com. Congratulations to Mercer's Alex Letheris, tonight's Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, and that award also powered by Landmark Information Services. Mercer with a win, 14-6. Mustangs will be on the road next week at Reynolds in the league opener for both of those teams. Mercer 2A, Reynolds in 1A, but they've had two dandies over the last couple of years, and no doubt that'll be a lot of fun. Reynolds was up 22-0 in the third quarter at last report on Maplewood. We don't get as many updates from Guys Mills as we do some other places, but very well could be a 2-0 versus 2-0 situation next week. And Lakeview will be back home next week to take on Sagertown in the Region 2 opener for Lakeview. Congratulations to Lakeview's Hall of Fame inductees, Dan Jones, Bernie Davis, Courtney King, and the posthumous inductee, Mike Hardesty. Congratulations to them and to everybody at Lakeview on a great program tonight. Chris, a final thought or two?
Yeah, just almost exactly what you would expect sort of between these two programs historically. A great rivalry, one of those kind of regional rivalries, really lively crowd. It wasn't like one of those, games where we saw a lot of offense and highlights and all of that, but, just what kind of small school, high school football is all about, and that's what we got to see tonight.
I want to thank the folks here at Lakeview, Ryan Harold, the athletic director, Chuck Moon in the press box, Gary Burke, the game manager and quasi-parking lot attendant, too. But thanks to everybody here. Thanks to the newly minted principal at Lakeview, Tracy McBride, as well. Appreciate everything here. Back in the studio, Art Shannon producing tonight's game and doing an outstanding job, as always. Thanks to Seclara Cook, our camera operator. She had to The degree of difficulty went up on Miss Cook a little bit through nothing she did wrong.
Right.
There was a plug outside that went bad, and thus we had to navigate that. But you adapt and improvise and overcome, and we did that. So, Chris, I know you'll take tomorrow night off. I'll have Sharpsville Greenville, but we'll be reunited next week. Flip the calendar to September. You enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Good luck with the start of school at Slippery Rock.
Thank you.
We'll do this in a half fortnight.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Always, it's 3 games in, having a blast with you already.
And I will be with Colton Hoffman tomorrow night, Sharpsville, Greenville, here on Sports Radio 96.7, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kick at Sharpsville. For all those people and my partner, Chris Burtch, this is Ryan Briggs saying good night from Lakeview High School. Mercer holds on for a 14-6 win, and you heard it here on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live. Have a great night and a great Labor Day weekend, everybody.
Listening to High School Sports on the Cumulus Sports Network. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
Bill McCandless Ford, located in Mercer and Meadville, the Reinhardt's agency. It's not the insurance they sell, but the service that makes them better. Lock, stock, and barrel, serving giant subs since 1973. Meadville Medical Center, your independent community health system. Shell Restoration, the area's leading installer for roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. St. Paul's in Greenville, and the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley Senior Living Communities. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, banking but better. Attorney Bill Motor, excellence, experience, and integrity. UPMC Health System, changing healthcare, changing lives. Mercer County State Bank, community-minded since 1911. Mancino's Driving School, where safe driving starts. Vay's Pub and Grill, make it special, make it Vay's. The Sharon American Legion Post 299. Strong advocates for veterans and their families. Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. Hermitage Rotary Club, offering hope for those struggling with prescription opioids. Mailer Insurance, trusted for generations. DK Auto LLC in Grove City, specializing in Southern vehicles up to $15,000. The Laundry Man, helping you spend time doing what you love, not laundry. Reed and Daly Associates, providing accounting and income tax services for over 30 years. Minuteman Press in Hermitage, specializing in digital print, design, and promotional services. Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, offering exterior upgrades online at pennohiorc.com. Sharon Community Health Center, providing compassionate and affordable health care. 21st Century Energy Group, the area's leader in fuel delivery. Please thank these outstanding sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts throughout the season on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7.
Don't go anywhere. It's time for the Warner's Homes and Improvements 5th Quarter Scoreboard Show, right here on the Cumulus Sports Network.